at the hype in the chat tonight. 64 waiting before we even drop the green flag. Already 42 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NR Night in America. Mic check on standby before we drop the hammer here tonight. It's going to be an absolute blast. I mean, we got the USA 500 this Friday. We have a super speedway stream tonight. Now, just 2 races, but you do have the duels, and it's going to be an absolute blast. Let's get ready to go green. It was a fun weekend. So sorry we couldn't stream last Friday night. We're going to get into all the details of how great this weekend was. If you don't already know, I do call races at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I was there the entire weekend. Was there Thursday to help set up the track. Was there Friday calling the action. There's Saturday calling the action. And I called the All-American 400 over the PA and radio come Sunday night, and it was a blast. It was a lot of fun. Enough talking, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Jonathan Ramos, the voice of NR. Yes, I need a haircut, but it is Super Speedway night, and it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. We're ready to rock and roll here tonight. Let's talk scheduling. Well, race 1, Daytona Next Gen, pretty simple. I've already gone ahead and showed the whole world that. Race number 2, Talladega Trucks. That's going to be exciting. We're going to throw things for a loop there. Not office scenery. As you guys know, last stream was Halloween. We had fog for Talladega. That's not happening. It's beautiful and sunny in Dega this time by, but we might be lowering that fuel cell just to make sure we have some great pit strategy for the tournament championship. Tonight, we crown ourselves a champion, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm excited to see what it can all go down for, honestly. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. But think about it. We are looking at 20 drivers that mathematically have a shot at winning the championship tonight. You start with Daytona at night. Trucks, Talladega, with 2 races left of the tournament, the Super Speedway tournament, it is wide open. And with duels, it changes everything, because there's a lot of drivers I believe will miss the show just because of what happens in the duels. So let's walk through it. 32 drivers can enter each duel. Only the top 20 can advance from the duels to the main event. Now, it's only 10-lap duels. It's not going to be long, but that main event, 50 laps of action, thunder, and everything in between. If you haven't already known, for the Super Speedway tournament, only the top 12 score points. Last time at Monza, we showed how big of a deal that was. Alexander Schumacher went from leading the race to then not scoring a single point. Finished 13th, and that was the big whoa, wow factor that we had that night. So tonight, we end the tournament. 2 races tonight will be a part of the tournament. Daytona, race 3, Talladega will be the finale for the Super Speedway Shootout, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking at it right now. Daniel Mostel, your championship leader, heading into USA weekend, and it's going to be an absolute blast. And who could forget, this Friday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, Jarrett and I, the Iceberg, will be in the booth calling the action for the USA 500 live on the Idk Player YouTube channel. The trailers have been going out non-stop. There's been nothing but hype everywhere we look, and we're so excited to have y'all with us. 250 laps, 500 miles. They're barreling 210 into turn 1. And it's going to be absolutely awesome to see what those 53 drivers can do. 53 enter, 43 race, so 10 will be bumped. It's going to be an absolute blast. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Just 30 seconds from us taking the green flag here tonight. As we get ready to rock and roll, you do see them on screen. We are ready to go racing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Daytona. Welcome to NR Night. Let's get ready to roll for race 1 and 2. That's guaranteed under the lights. Now, I want to point out only 2 races, because after that, we are completely retheming how the Discord looks, the stream looks. We're doing testing for the USA 500 for the Night Owls that haven't been able to get an overlay in at the conclusion of this NR Night, so that's why we're cutting it short to only 2 races. Keep that in mind as we get ready to go green. SDK loading on will be on the left side of your screen as we get ready to roll. Let's set your field. Qualifying underway. Xander McKinney on track. Andrew Cooney will not be racing the USA 500 sadly this year, but oh, he loves super speedway racing. That 9 machine lined up to the inside of 1 and 2. Who's also joining us? How about Kenny Reel and company lined in? Kenny Reel in that 11 machine rolling out. He's another one in the USA 500. Now we will have era-specific overlays and theming for that event. We got a trailer to show you. If you haven't already seen the trailers that have gone out on social media, Justin Champagne might be on the thumbnail for this year's 500 running. It's going to be a lot of fun. He's driving that Dale Jr. Patriotic number 8. Heck, for you late night viewers, we may show you what the thumbnail may look for that event. How about William Schmidt rolling around that 79 machine? We know Schmitty is a fan favorite in our night in America. And let's be honest, there's a great reason why. Great personality, great character, always humble, and he is our closer. Schmitty will be driving that number 16 for the USA 500 come this Friday. Jared's excited to see what he can do. I'm excited to see what he can do. Big time name, top side, rolling through 3 and 4. Now, James Yusa did not make the USA 500, and a lot of you weren't happy about that. You thought, how could a last name of USA not take the green flag from the Irish Hills? Well, driver demand was so high, we had to take out so many guys, and we just prioritized the ones that are running consistently in NR9. Now, it's going to be a lot of fun to see what he can do here tonight. James Yusa in the question of running for the next eTicket event, that being a Talladega event come this December. Gonna be a lot of fun. How about John Connor, not in the event, but running that 44. Devin Baker just added to the USA 500. He'll be driving that 98 Patriotic machine. He's got it wound up down off turn number 4. Chase Schaffer, let's rephrase that, Chase Schaefer. He's calling a race this weekend where the last name was exactly spelled like Schaffer, but it's really Schaefer. And you can see right here, Schaefer's got that drive off turn number 2. Driving the 99 for the USA 500. He's ready to go 500 miles. He's the one that's been asking for an e-ticket event at his home track for oh so long. I remember the first time he asked for it in 2021. I said, really, what are we going to use? Well, come 2023, we realized, hey, the Gen 4, that high horsepower, all-American muscle, at a great racetrack called Michigan International Speedway. Let it ride. Schaefer, should we say, to the high banks of 1 and 2. This time by, after crossing the start-finish line, left side of your screen, he might jump in, he won't. Gentry now goes 15th. Probably Richard up to that 13th spot. You got Wayne Kennedy and company lined up. Frank DeAngelis up to 11th. And the Michael Ford Chevrolet, he's got it dialed to the inside in that 69 machine. Now, we've been seeing non-stop talk about so many viewers loving the fact that Frank DeAngelis is driving the 07 for the USA 500. And it really does fit his brand. We're excited to see what Frank can go ahead and do come time for that race. It's going to be an absolute blast to see how they rock and roll with that one. Frank driving Sopranos 07. He will hopefully be taking the green flag come Sunday night. Josh Kenyon in 16th. Here's his USA 500 scheme. He's excited to go ahead and run this event, rocking and rolling his way back to the short chute and into 1 and 2. James Bomar in that 20 machine, down off corner exit, another one in the event. PBR's got a stout field for Michigan. And if you think about PBR, you think about where they're the best at. Well, the first one that comes to mind is Daytona and Talladega, but Michigan and Auto Club are right there. There's just something about that team, about these giant tracks, these 2-mile D-shaped ovals that they really just get excited for. I'm excited to see what Bomar can do. As long as he can hold that card accountable, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think he's got a great piece. I think he's got a great machine. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see what he can roll with. Landon Gentry, 14th. Now let me rephrase that, 50th. Way back. Now, once again, no bump day because this is really just about setting the field for the duels. For instance, River Page goes top of the board. He'll be in Duel 1. Aiden Walker, second. He'll be in Duel 2. You want to know who's going to go in what duel? Odd numbers, Duel 1. Even numbers, Duel 2. Duel 1 will set your pole sitter for tonight's race. And it will also be the first time we bump out the first 32 drivers, as only 20 will be able to take the green flag. 10 lap sprints. And we might be having this for Talladega as well, as some of you guys continue to vote on for it. Here's a quick stat line of the last, let's go, 5 days. This is my 4th time calling racing in the last 5 days. Called racing on Friday, called racing on Saturday, called racing on Sunday, took off Monday, and we're back Tuesday night. And I've had to do something with racing work-wise 5 of the last 6 days. It's awesome. It's obviously a lot of fun. All-American 400 Nashville has been such a delight to go out there, call the races, and we are ready to continue the racing now here on Sim. River Page, Frank DeAngelis, that'll be row 1 of this duel. Andrew Cooney, Chad Thornquist, Jason Dodonna, Kenny Reel back there in row number 3. James Bomar Davis, Mosteller, Byram Shugol, Goff, Sanders, Eckert, Matheson, and so many others. Top of your screen, they'll go ahead and line out everyone that has to race. And actually, they're not going to do that because it is a duel. So we'll get ready to take the green flag here in just a moment. Top 20, left side of your screen, Justin Champagne, Matthew Brower, Devins Baker, Justin Connor, Zachary Trevino, Declan Wayman, Jaden Henry, Avery Farrell, Levi Light, Carlos Struther, and Michael Tucker are the drivers in duel number 1. The rest of them will be in duel number 2. 70 likes, 150 watching. I have to ask you down in the chat below, how excited are you for the USA 500? The Iceberg in person with me calling the action. It's the all-star cast of NR Night drivers getting ready to rock and roll this Friday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Pace car off and away. This is the one to go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for a throttle up. Let's ride. We will also have new pre-race hype music during the caution laps. We found some great non-copyrighted music. I am excited for it. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be exciting. Let's get ready to go green. That's all about the e-tickets as well. Every time you have an e-ticket, we always have to show something off to you, whether it's a visual, a graphic. Oh, if you haven't seen the graphics yet, come this Friday, you should go check out those TNT graphics. Andrew Schulte, the best designer for overlays on iRacing, came out swinging for the fences. And oh boy, did he go ahead and show off how good it is. Frank DeAngelis seriously lagging on that outside lane. He might get an L1. And that's exactly what they're going to go ahead and do as we get ready to go green. So we're going to call Frank DeAngelis to the back. It is not stabilizing. And we're going to have to actually possibly go and delay the green flag. Last thing we want to do is wreck guys just because someone has unstable internet. And DeAngelis will pull to the bottom. He will get out of harm's way. So we'll be ready to drop the green flag this time by. This will put Chad Thornquist now on the front row. 2 by 2. You've been waiting a little while to get this racing started for NR Night in America. You've been excited. You've been hungry. Let's get ready to ride. River Page, Chad Thornquist will lead us to the green. Pace car, the hard left on as we round them up and light the fuse in duel 1 of 2. Thornquist on the outside lane. Kenny Reel shoved to the back of that Toyota, and the others are off and away. It's Ford on Chevrolet to the inside. Still 2 by 2 to 1 and 2. Starting to see that outside lane already losing drivers. Once again, you got to be in the top 20 to make sure you make the event. 2 by 2, Mosteller stuck on the bottom. There's Goff looking for room on that outside lane. How about Byram? Really just sitting close. If you know when you're in this first 2 or 3 rows, you're set in and looking for glory. Justin Champagne looking up the gut. Got Clampert. Sierra Clampert driving it 3 wide. Now back 2 by 2. Chad Thornquist looks to lead lap number 1. He's got it. Toyota top of the board. Sanders 14th, Eckert in 11th. They've all calmed it down 2 by 2. They really want to see this duel go great. Oh, trouble one to the wall. Justin Connor slams the outside wall, comes back down the flat. I believe he may have collected 1 or 2 more machines. A lot of lag out of this main group. We keep it green, working 9 laps to go. Here they go again. 2 more machines involved, 3 to the outside wall. Caution will wave right away. And that's Sierra Clamper. Involved in the incident. Once again, the top 20 make it to the main event. That's where you want to be. But will look to be right off the gun. A big, big stack up. And we'll watch back to see what happened. Sierra, last race for NR was at Talladega. Not with the fog. She did a great job. I mean, she was up there. She had a big opportunity to go ahead and win. But right now, thinking, okay, now it's all about top 20. It's not about anything else. We make the top 20. We make the main show. We got 8 laps to go. We can go ahead and make this work. And for Justin Connor, it's a big sigh of relief. Probably questioning why we didn't throw the caution right away. But Duel 1, well, it strikes with issues. Let's go ahead and watch back. So they're on the outside. He's lined up with Devins Baker. You see DeAngelis there. He finally got the internet lined in. And Justin Connor just, I want to say, missed the corner. Oh, man, that is horrendous netcode. We talked about Frank DeAngelis and his internet being all out of place. So you can just see it wasn't even close. That's what got the Connor 51 sideways to the middle of 1 and 2. And then all of a sudden, I believe that's the 54 of Carlos Truther just nailing that 14 into the outside wall. That's being Levi Lipe. So they went around, they had their incidents, a quick stutter of the field. Brings them back down the backstretch, and we're going to see what happened here. I think it starts with maybe that 12 machine. Just a quick move, and we talked about it. That is Ethan Eckert again. Eckert's been wrecking a lot of guys in NR recently. You just do not want that to happen. He's probably going to get a penalty for that, maybe a drive-through. Because it definitely did hurt some of these guys at that opportunity to go to victory lane, let alone to go ahead and make the field. So we'll get ready to try this again. Now the next gen is known for having its wrecks on iRacing. Not really as much as the trucks and the Xfinity Series stock car. I wouldn't even say as much as the Gen 4. There's just something about this car model that gets guys super excited. Maybe it's because they feel like they're built like tanks. Next thing you know, they're going out there making these big runs. But with 7 laps to go, things are going to really start spicing out here as we get ready to go green. They will confirm Ethan Eckert will have a drive-through penalty on the next restart. Most machines lined up, ready to get it back refired, but pit road still full of guys. That's Light. That's Justin Connor getting back to work. And you see 3 machines, maybe 4 still lined up on pit road. So we'll get the one to go next time by. That will be a 5-lap dash for us to go green. Let's say hello to some viewers down the chat below. Josh Kenyon, Michael's in the chat. This is a league session for the ones that do not know, because it is a tournament. This is a super speedway tournament. Race 3 of 4. Next race will be race 4 of 4, so we'll be crowning a champion in the tournament here tonight. Consistent points, keep that in mind. If you want to go ahead and join Talladega, if you haven't already tried to go ahead and join Daytona, the league name is NR Night in America. We'll be accepting more drivers at the conclusion of Daytona. So this is the lineup: Ford, Chevy, Toyota. That's your fast four. Chad Thurquist, another one there with the TRD company. Chevrolet back there with Chugol and the Toyota. They're going to get ready to try this again as we'll get lights off. So a 5-lap dash to see who makes it in through duel number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the one to go. Top 20 make it. Everyone else goes home. Ford on Chevy. Chevy on Toyota, road number 2. The USA 500, I want to point this out, that's not an easy car track combo. We've seen a lot of great guys struggle with keeping that car together, including on those ice tires. I call them ice tires because that's when they just slip and slide. Obviously, it's cold tires. But it's going to be a lot of fun to see what they can do to manage tires, manage their equipment, and keep it in one piece completely, because that's 500 miles of action. Keep an eye out for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, 6 to go. Comes to 5 to go this time by. Let's get ready to go green. Bomar, Mosteller, Thornquist, Schugol, and Reel. Lines out your lead 8. Frank DeAngelis has been on the dead end of the stick multiple times in the duels. Tonight, he looks to finally have it on his side. He's up inside the top 17. Top 20 make it. Everyone else goes home. Devins Baker. Back there, there's Sierra. Clamper trying to go from 29th to at least 20th to lock herself into the main event. Let's try it again. 5 laps to see who will go to victory lane. Pace car hard left on the pit row. It's Chevy on Ford. Let's roll once again from Daytona Beach. Balderas wrecking the rear. To slide on a restart, they're not going to get a yellow. Page in tow, Andrew Cootie. Lines up with the Ford, it's Donda time. Jason Daytona up the third. A lot of these guys backing up, they know what's at stake. Top 20 you're in, everyone else goes home. And there's no points for winning a duel, keep that in mind. Jason Daytona has a shot at winning the second ever Super Speedway Shootout Tournament. He's got a great points gap on other drivers. He's right there to Mosteller, making the show. That's all you got to think about right here. Cootie, top side, lined in with Bomar, and Chevrolet goes top of the board. 4 to do it from Daytona. Very strung out back there. Cole, 19th. Henry Company lined in. This is 18th, 19th. Jaden Henry in 20th. He's in if they keep it single file. And the big thing is you cannot give up. We've seen big wrecks before on the last lap. Just change the entire outcome of a race. Some drivers would be leading on the last lap. Next thing you know, outside the top 20, and they lose in the duel. Sanders blinking heavily on that outside lane. River Page up to block to try to take care of it. 3 to do it. Top 4 really pulled away. And you can tell who's in here thinking the big picture about points. Cootie on the outside, lined up with Mosteller. Schugol in tow, it's Ford on Ford. Champagne, duck downstairs, might jump to the outside. He's gonna get swallowed right here, River Page. To the inside, James Bomar. Finding their way through the 38. Most in second. When do you make the move with 3 to go? Now, he was one of the advocates that said he didn't want any points to settle this one out. And that's for the duels. And right now, he's sitting in second. Probably 3 thinking, man, maybe I should have said, hey, let's add the points for the duels. 2 to do it. Cootie on the outside, lined in. Mosteller has been in this position before. He's not shy of making the bold moves. It's Schugol to the bottom. It's River Page in fourth. Blocking theirs. Alexander Balderas sparking to the outside lane. Whenever you win Duel 1, you sit on pole for the race. Where's the big move? Schugol in third. Now the big pack has lined up there. They're going to make it back. Salamanca, 1 to go from Daytona. River Page to the inside, lined in with Champagne. River Page, top of the board. He's got him right here. He's got Justin in his tracks. Ford on Ford downstairs. Chevy wheel to wheel. Cootie on the outside. A shove by the 87. Shuffling the deck to 3 and 4. Champagne top side with Mose. Page on the bottom with Cootie. Pushing, shoving. Down on turn 4. It's gonna be a drag race. Champagne on the outside. Tries to lock it in. Spin and win. Justin Champagne victorious from Daytona. And the big one happens behind him. Kenny Reel is in. Henry, Goff, and Devin Speaker just made the show. 21st on back. We'll pack the bags and head to Talladega. Oh, who doesn't love duels? That's how you start it off with the 10-lap dash. Unbelievable. What a race. And what a finish. Justin Champagne beating all the allegations of everyone saying, oh, he's lost it, he's out of his prime in NR. And he's carrying that momentum. And Justin looks to also win his first ever eTicket event, trying to join his brother on the top stage of NR come this Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Now time for race 2. Walker, Shamela, Rowe, and the rest of your top 20 on the left side of your screen. And we will settle the final 20 drivers to make it in. So, everyone that finished in the top 20 for race 1, they'll race for points and a championship title. Here in race number 2, we look to see who can be added to that legacy, because Talladega is going to be one tough ride. Some will be just going for trophies. Others will definitely be going for points. Ladies and gentlemen, let's ride. Gentry, Armstrong, John Connor, Gio Turpin, Garrett Lucas, Pravi, Richard, Nicholas Hook, Wesley Napier, Kevin Champagne, Joey Stone, and Charlie Gallagher with Gio Turpin. The final drivers to try to make this one work. A 10-lap dash for Duel 2. Justin's back, baby. He's ready, I'm telling you. That beautiful Patriotic 8 machine is ready to rock and roll. Come this Friday night, he's looking to get a Super Speedway Shootout tournament win here tonight. I love about Justin, he's so good with the viewers. You know, he'll come in, he'll speak his mind, he'll get animated. Whether you agree with him, whether you disagree with him, it is always a blast to see Justin in the chat going out there and winning. Let's ride in duel number 2, ladies and gentlemen. It's showtime. Let's go green. Joseph Armstrong lined up in the Yahoo Toyota. Joe, another very animated character in NR. Always speaking his mind, not scared to say what he believes is right. Kirk Mills, new to NR Night in America. He said, hey, I've been wanting to do this for a while. He came in the Discord earlier today. Every single driver and viewer fell in love with him. Kirk Mills, keep an eye on him. Top 20, he advances. I guarantee you a lot of these guys are thinking, hey, look what they did in Duel 1. Let's try to spread this gap out. Keep the guys outside that top 20 out of the draft. And then we're singing Kumbaya all the way back to the start-finish line to lock ourselves into the main event. 10 laps to do it. Chevy on Chevy. Shamela and Company lined up 2 by 2. Sean Rowe in third. All chasing the Aiden Walker Chevrolet pace car, hard left onto pit road. Grab a gear, roll the dice, light the fuse in duel number 2. Cody Workman not missing a beat. Huge shove to the back end of the Chevrolet. He's not waiting. He knows it's go time right from the jump. He's been in this position with the duels. He's been on the dead end of the stick before. He knows what it takes to make it, and he knows what can happen if you go ahead and break it. Man, a big swing to the back end of Shamela. Walker on the bottom. Lined in with Sean Rowe. Xander McKinney in the 66 on the bottom hole. Couldn't line up with Rowe. Rowe caught it right away and jumped right to the outside. Josh Kenyon around in the rear. Ray Connell into the inside wall, and that will definitely end his duel as the caution will wave with 9 laps to go. All right, you're kind of in that same boat of what just happened in Duel 1. Couple guys taking each other out. Into the rear, some got way too excited, but that's what the duels are about. Thin the herd out, get the 40 best that were able to find their way through to take the green flag. Let's watch back on the start. These guys were really not that far back in Duel 2. They're really about mid-pack. And a huge lick to the inside wall by the Ray Connell machine. Went undrafted in the NWP 400, went undrafted in the USA 500. He's just looking to make a name for himself. And oh, badly wants to make it into the Talladega eTicket coming this December. So he's on the outside lane, just lined up here with Max Steinmeier. Gavin Austin, Joseph Armstrong. They're calm right here. They're like, okay, we've been in this position before. We know how this goes. We know when to go, we know when not to go. By the way, if you're enjoying the action, feel free to drop a like in the stream. It helps the algorithm, it helps the channel, it helps this community grow. Your like makes a difference. It just looks like Kenyon tried to force it 3 wide. I'm not exactly sure if that 44 is the one to blame. We might have to go ahead and take a different look at it. So you see the outside lane's already losing that momentum. Oh, Kenyon got into him way before. Not sideways, and just see the entire nose ripped off that 44, has it all locked up. So let's talk situation right here. Connell kind of has it saved, but look at the tires. It's still rolling. He's dead sideways. His first reaction, knowing a caution is coming out, lock it down. I mean, he's got it already yawed back. He's got hand over fist trying to keep that thing pointed in the right direction. He still hasn't locked it down, and all of a sudden he sees the inside wall, and that's when he thinks, oh man, we maybe should stop rolling, and it was way too late. He had way too much forward momentum to the inside wall, and that's what ripped the entire nose off of it. You see Lucas in the 56 with damage, and for Josh Kenyon, it was one move that will not work out for him. As the caution comes out, he will most likely get an L1 penalty, maybe a 2. We'll see what the admins discuss on that as we get ready to go green. So Aiden Walker, Xander McKinney, and it looks like most of those guys that were involved in the previous wreck will not be able to get refired. So we will get the 1 to go this time by, which means we'll have a 6-lap dash instead of 5 to see who makes it in through Duel 2. Time to go green. Just once more. Line up Chevy on forward. Chevy on forward. Beautiful crowd here tonight. Tuesday night edition, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. So many of you actually been asking for that time slot to come back. Well, we're ready for this next e-ticket. Sean Rowe, Joseph Armstrong. Locked in, let's get ready to go back green. And they'll agree on an L1 for Josh. Chevy Ford, Toyota, Toyota. Chevy Ford, row 2. Chevy Ford back to row number 3. Once again, top 20, that's all you need. Mitchell Armstrong there in 20th. No, you're not seeing double. Joseph Armstrong in the fast 4. James Thurston, the most winningest driver in NR9. Lined in, ready to go green. Pace car, hard left onto pit road. Line them up. 6 to go for the World Center of Racing. Walker was on the bottom, jumps to the outside, line to a row. Sean's just going to be smart right here. He knows he's in if he just hangs out in this Chevrolet. And you get a lot of guys that get way too excited during the duels. They want to make up all this time. And then you got guys that just know, hey, we can ride around. I love what they did in Duel 1. I'm wondering to see if they would do that here in Duel 2. Joseph Armstrong to the bottom with Shamela, a huge shot from the behind. And that looked to be from Cody Workman. McKinney on the inside. Joe slotted in with the Ford. Chevy on Ford, back to the line. Aiden Walker will lead this one. 5 to do it. Went out slicking, Connor's in, now he's out. That's Landon Gentry. Left sack in. Looking for an opportunity. Marty Shamela. The drive off, corner exit, big stack up in the rear. Jordan Herring's got an opportunity as well. He's got a lot of daylight. He's got that forward momentum to jump to this inside, but he's going to drag the break. Outside running, they know they just line it up single file and create that turbulent air on the bottom. It's going to work out. 5 coming to 4 to go this time by. Herring to the inside, and here comes Jumpman. Max Steinmeier up to 5th, wobbling, swaying, roll out of the pocket, roll to the lead, climbing the bacon of 1 and 2. Lined in with Herring. Herring looking to the outside. Here comes Steinmeier. Shuts the door on the 93. That 2-car breakaway is going to be tough. Saw Herring trying to block to the outside. Has it locked in. 4 to go. Herring and Steinmeier. On that outside lane, can PBR find daylight in Daytona? McKinney on the flat. Forced to go to pit road. It's going to be legal as long as he's able to just form back in without causing a mess. Champagne to 16th. Gentry to 12th. Gallagher trying to make something work. Hayden Walker to the outside wall. 4 or 5 machines collected, it looks like. And we're going to see overtime in Duel 2. The 95. Wesley Napier. Involved in that one, there's the 47, James Yusa. Into the outside wall, and for the driver that went top of the board for duel number 2, is now looking at possibly missing this show. There's James Thurston, a little bit of damage to the left front of him. I don't think he's too happy about that one either. Really got shoved around, not a lot of etiquette to the center of that pack. A lot of those guys felt pressured. They felt, I would say, a little erratic because it was more than a 20-car pack. You had maybe about 28 guys go over that last 20, but the wreck happened up front, which is the odd one. You'd expect the top 3, 4, 5 to have an alliance to just rip top and create the turbulent on the bottom so it's tough for you to pass and let them wreck in the rear. That was not the case, so we're going to go ahead and watch back to see what happened. There's Walker. Lined up with Gavin Austin. Austin got help from Carr, and he was just stuck in a rock and a hard place. Look at this one. So Carr's not lined up. That's the big thing you got to look at. So he's the first tap to the rear end of Austin. Joe can't react right here. He's got the momentum, and Walker goes down to block. Gavin Austin just has nowhere to go. And for James Yusa, there was just really nowhere to go. Blinking to the high banks of 1 and 2. Kevin Champagne puts one in the outside wall as well. William Schmidt to the bottom. Out of harm's way. Finds his way through the melee. But it most definitely will bring out the caution for the second time. So you'll have 2 laps to decide who goes to victory lane. Herring, Steinmeier, that will be row 1. No doubt about that one. Joseph Armstrong, Gavin Austin. Lined it. Let's rephrase that. That was not the 41 in James Thurston. Thurston's driving the 4 for this race. So apologies on that. These drivers change their paint scheme so many times. That's what you gotta love about the eTicket though. The overlays will match which driver is who. So they'll be ready for that. We're looking on pit road to see who's in, who's out. They're gonna call it. Give it the 1 to go, so we'll have 2 laps to decide a winner. in duel number 2. Let's get ready to go green. Josh Kenyon up the 4th. The truck race, the finale. For the Super Speedway Shootout, race number 3 of the tournament is race 1 tonight. And Talladega will end the series tonight. We will end the stream tonight at Talladega as well. Going to be a blast. Let's get ready to go green. Fans back on their feet at Daytona. Top 20 make it in. Everyone else goes home. Who's on the outside looking in? Charlie Gallagher, Ray Connell, James Usa, Xander McKinney, Aiden Walker, Joey Stone, Connor Murphy, Chase Schaefer, Kevin Champagne, Gio Turpin and company, all looking for that last transfer spot. Let's ride with 2 to go. Still blinking out of Armstrong on the outside. Too late to call a penalty on him. If it continues, he will continue to get a penalty for the main race. 2 to go from Daytona. Herring on the bottom. Shove by Rowe. Steinmeier on the outside. Toyota on Toyota. That tandem draft through the first 4 machines. Kenyon the lifeline on the bottom. James Thurston on the bottom. He's in. Carr is in. Gentry is in. Hook fading back to 18th. Schmidt and Gallagher just barely in. And William Schmidt needs to score points if he wants to win this championship. He's got points right now, but he needs to make this main show, and if I believe needs to at least finish inside the top 10 to stay somewhat mathematically in. Salamanca, 1 to go in duel 2. Herring to the outside. Locks it in, 3 wide, way in the rear. Herring and Steinmeier. Armstrong up the gut, through the middle. Door shunted by Herring. Got Cody Workman making up ground. On the outside rolling, that's with Steinmeier. Last gas, heading to 3 and 4. Rowan Kenyon, Thurston a third. Here comes Thurston on the outside lane, looking for an opportunity. Slots in line. Push comes to shove. Who's gonna make the field? Kenyon to the outside. Thurston trying to go up the middle. He gets turned, and James Thurston walks it off in duel 2. How about that? He got him again. Steinmeier, Shamela, on Sean Cody Workman, and the huge one happens behind. Bobby Richard makes the show. Garrett Lucas, Kevin Champagne is in. Who didn't make it? Joey Stone, Aiden Walker, James Usa, Ray Connell, Connor Murphy, and so many others. Kirk Mills makes the show in the 6th position, his first ever shot in NR night in America. Wow. Let the fireworks go off in the rear. Ladies and gentlemen, let's ride. It's time for the main event. And we're so glad to have you all with us as we get ready to ride the USA 500. Coming out this Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Be live on this YouTube channel. If you think this is exciting, get ready. Imagine Jared and I in the booth with 900 horsepower, 210 into turn 1, and everyone just having an absolute blast. Matter of fact, while we have the time, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and show off a trailer for the USA 500. Cars on track as we get ready to take the green flag. Who's excited for this Friday, man? It's going to be an absolute blast. I know so many have been looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to see who's going to win this Super Speedway Shootout. It's event week in NR Night in America. Duels come to a close. Let's go green in the main event. The USA 500 will be at Michigan, and it's going to be an absolute slugfest. We've had nothing but photo finishes at Michigan recently. Nothing but tight racing, action-packed, wheel-to-wheel runs. And we're so excited to have you all with us. The trailer will play it also before Talladega. We want to see you at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. You're putting a stream up for the event around noon come Friday, because we'll have a trailer beforehand that you can go ahead and watch with it. But we'll be hitting the big red button to go green at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, dropping the green flag shortly after that. Let's go do it just one more time. The duels are over. These are the 40 drivers that will compete for a title in the Super Speedway Shootout. Let's grab a gear just one more time and light the fuse from Florida. Grabbing through the gear. Brower on the bottom there with Moss Stellar. Steinmeier peeking to the outside of Thurston. He thought about it. He's going to slot back in line without an issue. Shamela in tow, James Bomar. Now, how do the points work for the Super Speedway Shootout? So we've already had 2 races lined in where drivers have already gone ahead and scored points. If you're in the top 12, you get points. You win a race, that's 15 points. Finish second, that's 12 points. And then it goes down to 10 points for third, and then 1 point all the way through, 1 sliding in the rear. Most get through without an issue. No one went ahead and wrecked. This is going to shuffle the deck. That's what these guys needed for a long green flag run. Bomar to the bottom. Shamela led lap 1. Armstrong in tow. Lines in with Thurston. Armstrong up the gut and through on the outside. Lines up with Shamela, and TRD goes back top of the board. Gets some Joseph Armstrong. Oh, Cody Workman. Hard into the outside wall, prompting the yellow right away. And the Young Line Chevrolet. And they just had the biggest opportunity to have a long green flag run. They just threw it away. I can't believe that. That is unbelievable. They had an opportunity for green flag pit stops right there. And for Cody Workman, it might be the end for him. Well, William Schmidt's been in this position before. A wreck early in race 3, and he's involved in it. And now we'll need that lifeline to somehow get some type of points to end this one out. And Daniel Mosteller's loving this. He knows if he wins this race, it's going to be tough for anyone to compete with him. But how about Jason Dodano in contention and giving it his all? Caution is out already, working lap 2. Let's watch back. So he's on the outside. He's lined in right now with the Cody Workman machine. He's also has River Page on the outside as well. So they're lined up top. Brower goes to the outside. We saw all that shuffling from what we had before. Page looking for the middle. Oh, man, that was all on him. Now, there's nothing Cody Workman could have done here. Huge hit to the outside wall, and River Page will be getting the first penalty of the race. And it will be an L4. I kind of hate it here for Cody Workman, man. He was minding his own business. I don't know why River Page is thinking in this moment, hey, 3 wide, and there's no room here. Like, okay, maybe there was room, but 3 wide, lap 2. You just broke away from the main pack. You would think the first thing to do is to log laps and just get away from them. But that didn't cross his mind at all. No etiquette from there, and River Page will right away be going right to the rear. So it'll be Nick Hook staying out. And some other drivers lined in. And we will be going again. And Cody Workman not happy about that. Goes to the chat. Well, I will also say River Page does have a win in NR Night in America. And he won on a road course. And it was a well-deserved win. His heart fought. This is a really bad move and a very not smart decision by the River Page machine, but he will definitely have the penalty. He's going to go to the rear. So the caution is out right away, working lap 4 of 50. As we get ready to try it again. You loving the stream? You loving the action? Feel free to drop a like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Every like helps the channel out, helps us grow this audience, helps us grow the community. And we will get ready to line them back up. So it'll be Joseph Armstrong, James Bomar, Marty Shamela. Now remember that top 12. If the race ended here, it'll be Shugol, Cootie, Brower, Mosteller, Champagne, Mills, Steinmeier, Rowe, Thurston, Shamela, Bomar, and Joe going out there and getting that win. So keep an eye on how the rest of the night rolls out. There's James Bomar. He lined up on the outside. He knows that's where he's going to go when the lights go dark. Toyota on Toyota, Chevy on Ford, road number 2. Toyota on Toyota, back to row number 3. Lines up, ready to go, and that's the thing about NR Night in America and iRacing. You can come in here, you think you got all this swagger, right? You think you've got it all made. Oh, I can do exactly what they do, and next thing you know, you bring out a cost or you're involved in an incident. Humble. Because if you cause an incident early in NR Night, it's a harsh penalty. And some have asked in the past, like, what's the point of that? It's just racing. Sim racing is a little bit different. You know, you don't have a $60,000 stock car, a late model, going around Tri-County, Hickory, National Fairgrounds. You don't have a $300,000 stock car ripping around Daytona. You're in a sim. And once you make one mistake, you may feel bad, but you're still in an area where you would make the mistake again. So the penalty system basically allows these drivers to calm it back. There's always going to be great racing at NR Night. There's always going to be that high action, high octane running, making their way through. So the penalty system humbles certain guys that are willing to make those mistakes consistently. And that's exactly why it's in place. It's been in place ever since 2021, and we have not really changed it that much since. It's been a really good system. We're excited to see what we can go ahead and do with here on out. Let's get ready to ride. You don't see double. James Bomar in the 20B, Joseph Armstrong in the 20A. Little short track knowledge right there. Time to ride. Champagne Mills, Steinmeier Road. We will have duels for Talladega. That will be race, or must rephrase that, all depends on how the vote goes. Let's ride. Fans back on their feet as we get ready to roll back underway from Daytona. Single file on the bottom, Sean Rowe. Lined in with Marty Shamela, Max Steinmeier, Justin Champagne to the outside, wheel to wheel. Joe in tow to the outside, shutting the door. He's got to keep Shamela at bay, doesn't want him to roll around. Steinmeier looking to the outside again. Wanting the opportunity, now the stack up, 3 wide. Max Steinmeier on the dead end of the stick, way wide off turn 4. Sean Rowe trying to sink his way through. Joseph Armstrong led that lap. Trouble right in the middle of the field. Nick Hook's involved. Ricker Byram. Andrew Cootie. We saw Mosteller go for a slide. And just like that, the caution will wave again. Championship contender. I believe that is Jason Adana hopping his way through the grass without any problems. And this is going to be a race of attrition. We saw it in the duels. We're going to see it tonight. We won't most likely see it with the trucks. Man, we're for sure seeing it here with Daytona with the next gens. Look at John Connor. The entire nose just sheared off that machine. Now, we didn't have the best look of it, but we're going to go ahead and take a peek right now. 3 wide. Nick Hook. Oh, that was on him. Watch it again. He might have had help. Let's go ahead and rephrase that. We're going to watch it again from that top view. Watch the machine right behind him. That's Jackson Carr. So it starts actually with Cootie turning the 87 of Mosteller. Not a popular move. Cootie's checking up. Hook's checking up. Jackson Carr can't really see what's in front of him. Byram gets thrown to the wall. It's just really a freak accident. I mean, you can't really point the blame on Jackson Carr. He doesn't know what's going on in front of him. All he knows is that there's cars sliding and oh boy, did they slide. Nothing most could have done there. Devins Baker finding his way through, and Andrew Cootie will get a penalty as well, and that will bring out the caution for the second time. And he'll begin an L4. Turn Mosteller did a great job of saving it. Once again, your championship leader. Demos came second in the last Super Speedway shootout. We're going to go ahead and dial this one in with a great finish. But 2 cautions early on not helping that team out at all. We want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in. 1,500 of you tuned in just in the first hour of this stream so far. And we're so glad to go ahead and have you all with us. James Thurston on pit road. You know what? Let's go ahead and talk to some drivers. I'm really excited to talk here with Mills. Kirk Mills. We usually don't talk about new drivers like that in NRNI. We usually don't go ahead and praise them, but Kirk is different. You know, Kirk is someone that a lot love. I think Kirk is an amazing guy. He's making people laugh in the Discord, letting people have fun. So sorry about the lag there from the streamer. Open the Discord up, how to get to the second monitor. Next gens always make things a little feisty. But Kirk is someone you really want to go ahead and talk to. Let's see if we can dial him in. If he is in the Discord, we're going to go ahead and give him a chat. We will get the one to go next time by. There's Kirk. Hey, Kirk, it's a John. You got a copy? Let's see if we can get him one more time. Hey, Kirk, it's a John. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I got you last player. How you doing?
Hey, man, you're making a lot of people happy there in the Discord. We can't hear you so far. Please get close to the microphone. We got cars blaring in everyone's ears. How's it going? You're new to NR, but you've made everyone just love you in what seemed like 30 minutes. How's it going?
Well, I'll tell you what, this race car feels so good. That right front's doing just fine. We're just trying to save a little fuel for you in this one. Car feels good. A lot of folks out here are crazy, and I hope that I don't die.
That's the big thing, too. A lot of craziness. Now, it's usually how it is with the next gens at Daytona. Every other type of super speed racing usually calms down, and clear on those eTicket events. You got through the duels. How did the duels go, and how are you transitioning all that confidence here in this main event?
Well, 90% of the duel is just trying not to wreck. After watching the first one, seeing everybody crash out, and then once you wreck, you're done. You know, and the thought was, okay, you have to make it through, and that's it. We didn't wreck in that one. We avoided the accidents, and that's how we got here. And that's how we're going to hopefully win this race here today. Try to avoid the incidents and win without wrecking anybody or hitting nobody.
I like your tactic here. Everyone else has their flashy paint schemes, and you have a paint scheme on the back that says, do not crash this car. Can't read the rest of it. Oh, this one says, the forbidden, I think it's roster of the drivers who've crashed this car can be, I couldn't read the rest until we went to the side.
Yeah, so the reason what I did was that I ran the full NIS Fix series this year, and every driver that wrecked me, I have on the hood of the car on a list, and it is anyone who is on that list is cursed for the rest of their lives.
You should do that for
at least
night.
Until they're off the list. So it'll be the same way here. It just it is a list you do not want to be on. Racers be warned.
So the car is basically a voodoo doll, and if you wreck, if someone wrecks you, they're going on the list.
That's exactly right. And I hope to God that they don't have to get on this list because, man, I've heard some sad stories. So, Jordan Worth's on that list if you happen to know Bottom Split. Yeah,
no
he's on
way.
There, so,
Are you serious?
Yeah, he wrecked me in Phoenix last week. So.
Oh, no.
It was all good, though. No, it was all good. No, it didn't hurt the car. Hey, he just spun me, but we're all good. We're on green, so I'm going to go ahead and put down my mic.
Going to be a lot of fun. Hey, good luck out there. Kirk having some fun here in the chat. You can obviously tell why everyone loves him, man. He's really cool guy, very humble. Came in the Discord, asked a couple questions. Obviously, some guys are like, who's the new guy, He's not new to iRacing. He's been on iRacing for a long time. He's new to NR Night. He's ready to show these boys how it's done right now. Running up inside the Elite 8. We got to get him in an e-ticket event, man. I think Kurt Mills could be a fan favorite of NR Night in the future. I love that dude, man. I know you're going to love him, too. 40 laps to go here from Daytona. It's been already an absolute blast. Streaming tonight. Let's ride one more time. Two by two. Armstrong on the outside with Shugol. Shamewa working downstairs with Champagne. Devins Baker. The humble driver out of California. One race win in NR Night came from Bristol. It's been a while since he's gone to victory lane, trying to get one here. He's got Joe back to the inside. A lot of these guys have now calmed it back. They're starting to really spread on out. They're saying, hey, man, we got another race tonight. Let's think long-term and think checkered flag and not just going out there and getting all crazy. You see how spread out they're now getting, not really going for that middle groove. Armstrong back across the line, leads that one lap 12 out of 50. Here comes Shamela, ripping to the bottom, ripping to the lead, 2 by 2. Matthew Brower in 7th. Baker in 8th. Gentry, Carr, Armstrong, top side, drawing down off. Now he leads this race. Shugol, man, he's shoving him hard in that Ford. All about fundamentals. Kevin Champagne up to 10th. Baker now locks it in. Carlos Truther, who just snuck his way through the duels, says hello to that Sweet 16. Shuffling around lap 13 out of 50. And this is exactly what you want to see right here. Watch how this race is forming up. Armstrong, Shugol, Thurston, and Brower. They've got it ripping on the top with Bomar. That's 5 drivers making that outside lane work off corner exit. It's creating nothing but turbulent air. Oh, Shamela off the nose there of Justin Champagne. Goes for a slide and keeps it off the wall. He will rejoin in this main pack. Hand over fist, and he made it work. Wow. Unbelievable. Well, I was saying before, if you get 5 guys on the outside, it's tough to make that bottom work because of all that turbulent air. Get ready to possibly see more of that here tonight. Shugol to the bottom. Joseph Armstrong lines it wheel to wheel. It's mostly 2 by 2 out there now. That's the big thing to look at. Look at James Thurston on that outside. Lined up, thundering back to 1 and 2. Shugol on the bottom. Shugol with Bomar. James Bomar in contention to win. Making it work. Got Joe back there on that outside now. Him and Thurston can work together really well. Their reputation for each other, I want to say, is interesting because they have this like love-hate relationship. They will get into each other ever so often, but it's not really enough to make them really despise each other. James Thurston's an interesting character. Him and Champagne, I'm just going to call it out. They have not been on the agreeing side in the past as they sit wheel to wheel on the racetrack. but it's for mainly two different reasons. Thurston's now just really hitting his stride in NR. He's won in the past a lot, but man, in the fall, he has ripped it open. Winning left and right, just got a big dual win. I'm telling you this right now, if it's about 5 to go, 2 to go, and James Thurston's up there, he's one of the closers in NR. Him and Schmidt know how to get it done. Bomar, top side, lined in with a Joseph Armstrong Yahoo Toyota. Shuffling and swing, top 20 under a second. 16 out of 50. Now Thurston watching Odyssey Brower, that big drive. Trying to lock something in on that outside lane. Matthew Brower has yet to visit victory lane in NR Night in America. He's topside. He's with Jackson Carr. Thurston in third. Brower in fourth. Shugol, Carr, Champagne, Truther. Champagne in ninth. Schmidt in 10th. Keep an eye on Carlos Truther. Another one looking for his first win. Kirk Mills, Josh Kenyon. Kenyon on the bottom. Winds up and loaded. Lap 16, make it 17 out of 50. And it's nothing but the thunder of machines heading back to turn one. Looking for a deal. Carr on the bottom. On the flat, Nick Hook. Involved in a previous incident, riding on board with Carlos Truther. Truther's really making that thing lined up. Look at Joseph Armstrong stuck up the gut. And he's going to say goodbye as he will drop right to the rear. Puts Jackson Carr now as your race leader. Let's look at scenarios. Top 12 right now. Thurston in a big opportunity to take this championship lead if he finishes around the 7th, 6th position. He knows that. Kevin Champagne, Justin Champagne, they may have to go out there and win this thing. Keep it on the Champagne bros. They're top side, working to turn one. Two distinct packs, the main one. Heading back to 1 and 2, then he got that second pack. Way back there, just logging laps. Brower and Champagne. Should we say Brower and Thurston on the outside? I'm looking at this line right now, I'm thinking, okay, Baker, that's Devins Baker. He's got what it takes to finish inside the top 12. Probably Richard, everyone loves the biggest underdog name in NR Night in America now. Probably Richard, out of Toronto, Canada, if I'm not mistaken. He came so close to winning at Talladega. A couple people that worked at Home Depot in New Jersey said they were watching it. They're all rooting for Probby. Oh, trouble! Schmidt sideways, saves it. Landon Gentry cuts the grass with a splitter, but they all keep it straight. Not anything to really be worried about, but man, a bold move. 3 wide, shuffles the deck again. And it's always fun to hear these stories on people that watch NR Night in America. There was a frat. There was a frat party and someone put NR Night in America on and they were rooting for it. I don't think they knew exactly what was going on now because, you know what happens at frat parties, But they were probably wasted out of their mind watching this thing like it was the real deal. It's always fun to see what people do. Watch NR Night in different areas. To the New Jersey Home Depot that was rooting for Probby Richard. Hopefully you guys root for him tonight. He's up inside that Sweet 16. Thornquist, Baker, now Richard back to 17. Next time by, 30 to go. Carlos Truther. Talk about a guy that's changed his reputation around. And for the greater good, I mean, he is now one of the most outstanding drivers on iRacing, just like Ty Gibbs, due to win a race. It's going to happen at some point. If you look back to his last big incident, it was the duels at Daytona accidentally downshifted, and everyone was just dragging him for it. Well, ever since then, he's been knocking off laps, almost winning races. And here he is now with an opportunity running up inside that Sweet 16. Keep an eye out for Truther. He may have what it takes to find victory lane. Champagne, Carr and Bomar. That's the fast forward. 3 wide shuffling. Armstrong up the middle with Devins Baker. Now Baker goes top, wanting to find his way back on that outside lane. Jackson Carr, first ever win for him, came at Bristol Dirt. Lined in with Shugol. Now he's really making it work here on that bottom. See that 3 wide in the middle. Devins Baker really nowhere to run. Forced to the outside with Gentry. Now Truther is on the bottom with Mosteller. Demos has already had a couple scares here tonight, but working less than 30 laps to go, in prime position to let something ride. Car to the bottom. Champagne on the outside. Mills, Bomar, top 8, top 6, looking outstanding. Ripping top, ripping bottom. 3 wide up the gut goes Joseph Armstrong. He's just trying to find a way around. He's really carrying that momentum well. James Bomar just shunted the door on him. Here's Bomar in 4th. To the bottom of the Champagne Bros. Champagne locks it in the middle. Jackson Carr, new race leader on the bottom. They left his brother out to dry. Yeah, you don't want to be going ahead and making any bad moves, including with family in the race. Thanksgiving's coming up. Champagne stuck in the middle. Armstrong on the bottom. Here comes Bomar. 3 wide around the outside. Looking for a way through. Thurston in 7th. Mills in 6th. Lane Sanders up to the 5th place position. There's another one that had a little bit of a blinking issue early in this race, but mostly has it centered out 3 wide. Kenyon on the bottom. Oh, Joe has to lay off the loud pedal. Puts Bomar in a pickle. Puts Sanders to the outside lane. That's 2 apiece. Dropping way on back. And it gives Jackson Carr the prime opportunity to retake this lead. Coming close to the halfway point. Shoe goal inside. Kenyon. You can now read that back bumper. The forbidden roster of drivers who've crashed this car can be found on the hood. That's art right there. Oh, I believe we had an incident in the back. We did. Caution's gonna wave. Marty Shamela. Kenny Reel. And others went for a slide, and we'll see the caution once more. Now that Fred Jones car, you gotta love it. Reading the chat as we get ready for the restart. How's it going, Darren? How's it going, Patrick? And that's the big thing about NR9 America. It gives an opportunity for these drivers to sell their identity, right? And then once the e-tickets come around, everyone just files on it. It's a huge event on iRacing. It's a huge event for this channel. And then you got your favorite guy to root for. I'm telling you this right now. A lot of big guys going into the USA 500 is going to be a blast. And you can see James Bomar all junked up on the nose. Let's go see what happened. No doubt about it, the odd man out right here. Carlos Truther and Matthew Brower. Oh, there was nowhere to go. Lane Sanders kicking the dust up in the grass. Let's watch it again. I don't think it's going to be too tough to know who caused this one. Oh, actually, let's rephrase that. About to really put the blame here on Truther, and that's exactly what we're actually going to do. Brower's in the wall. He held his line. Truther had every opportunity to move to the bottom. Look at all that daylight underneath him from the 87 to the 54 and just nails the entire left side of that 73. And Matthew Brower goes for one heck of a ride. Probably Richard. Just a paint scratch to that outside wall. He should be good. Kevin Champagne found his way on through. But for others, we're not so lucky. Money stock time. Who's coming in? Who's staying out? Mills stays out. Goff stays out, coming in. Shoot gold. James Bomar. All the damage to that rowdy Toyota. Mosteller and company as we get ready to go ahead and talk to some of these drivers before we have a restart. Quick blink on the screen. Every time I open up the Discord for whatever reason on that main account, it continues to blink on that end. So sorry about it. We probably should not be doing driver intros, or let's rephrase that. We should not be doing any driver stuff, interviews with the next gens for a long time. For whatever reason, they updated the damage model, and it's what's just absolutely destroying the CPU. And it's what is making that big difference. You'll see what Talladega with the trucks is going to be a completely different standpoint. Who should we have a chat with? Who's going to be excited? You know, let's go talk to Andrew Cootie. Cootie, it's a John. You got a copy?
Hi.
Originally you had an L4, went to an L1. So you're still very much in this race. Walk me through how the race has gone for you.
Well, it was good at the start and then terrible after that. We're alive. That's the thing that matters. We got still in it. Just had some checkups with Demos and got turned and just kind of been trying to get back from that ever since. Me, River, and surprisingly River, and
surprisingly River.
We were working.
What's going on with you and River? Hey, I want to point this out. No. We're letting it all rip now in the interviews. If you got a problem with the driver, let it rip. Go for it.
No, it's not that I have a problem. It's just that we've had a feud for the last year at least. We just not a fan of each other, so we work together if we have to, and we don't really talk besides that. But no, I don't have any problems with drivers half the time. It's just if you do something bad to me, I'm gonna do something bad to you. It's just how it works. And you give what you take, or you take what you give, and you give what you take. But we'll go on to the final, 23 laps of this race?
Yeah, we'll have 23 to go. We get the one to go here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hey, man, you got to get excited, though. Like, you got an opportunity to score some valuable points here. You got Talladega right after this. Going to be a lot of fun to see what you can do with these next gens. You know, everyone loves this aero package, so if everyone loves the aero package, it's going to be a lot of wrecks on a super speedway.
Yeah.
I want to point that out. That's why I love doing trucks in Xfinity, because when they complain about that aero package, I know we're going to have a clean race. That's just how it goes all the time. So
I will say that I am not focused on points with these two races. I am all for a win. I want to be back in here to talk to you and shout some people out and all that. But
I hung out with your friend from Racing America at All American this weekend.
Bryce, he was there. Yeah, he was doing the broadcast or the camera work in. He was originally going to be in turn 4, but he moved over to the back or to the front stretch. So, but yeah, he was over there. Shout out to him. But I've been watching the stream on my 4th monitor, and I've seen one person this entire race consistently talk about me. So I'm shouting you out, Zach Attack. Thank you for.
Shout the viewers out. Always shout the viewers out. We would not be here if it wasn't for the viewers. I want to point that out.
Agreed. But special shout out to Zach because he's been rooting for me since the drop of the green. So
all right, man.
Shout out to everyone and all the fans. Let's go get a win.
Hey, big time opportunity here. Let's see what you can go ahead and do. You excited to possibly go to victory lane?
Hopefully, let's bring this Marconi setup shop Napa or Chevy to victory lane.
Let's ride.
Hell yeah.
Pace car off pit road, or heading to pit road this time by, should we say. Crowd back on their feet. Final 23 laps to go from Daytona. Trouble Kenyon, sideways on the flat, keeps it straight. We will stay green, but has to merge into the main pack. He's got to make sure he doesn't lose that draft. That's going to be a big kick in the side for him. Top 4 breakaway. Thurston leads the herd on the outside, trying to get most with him. Lined in with Goff, now to the inside, 3 wide, Mills in the middle, nowhere to run, forced to go to the bottom. Justin Champagne, new race leader. 3 of the fast 4 are all blue ovals, and they shut their way back to the start-finish line. Champagne, the rival to Thurston. Champagne leads that one, 22 to go. Should go on the outside. Jackson Carr in 5th. Carr on the outside now, there with the 54. That's Struther. Got Joseph Armstrong right up the middle. Help from the 67. That's Chad Thornquist. Thornquist to the bottom. Joe stuck in the middle. It's going to be tough right here to kind of pick and choose your battles. See Thurston. Huge shot to Chagall. 21 laps to go. No one thinking of that brake pedal. Ford on Ford. 3 of the fast 4. Champagne to the outside, lined in with Carr. Thurston on the bottom, lined in with Shugol. Chad Thurnquist on the inside lane, lined in with Goff. Everyone trying to shuffle their way through. It's go time for a lot of these guys. You can see them trying to make their way through. Kevin Champagne, slap on the wrist by Pravi Richard. Pravi on the outside now ripping that wall. 2 by 2, Jackson Carr with Champagne. Pushing, swing, 20 to go. The Truther caught that outside wall in the triangle. Andrew Cootie around in the rear. Couple more machines involved. Kenny Reel. Well, 20 laps to go. The caution will wave. And we get ready to try it all again. The wild thing is there's only one more race after this. I'll be Talladega. Yes, we'll have duels for it. They're going to put it all on the line. I think it's going to be 50 laps as well. And we'll be ready for the USA 500 right after that. Let's go see what happened. I hate for it to be on Andrew Cootie. Oh, man. Him and Pravi Richard. Up on the wall. Let's see. So this is a lap before Pravi. We talked about him really just being on the wrong side of all these situations. Yeah, Pravi's on the wall. He actually gets tagged in the back, I think, by Lebsack. And you see that Canadian Chevrolet just pull right to the bottom. There is nowhere for Matthew Brower to go, and he just nailed that inside wall. William Schmidt sliding again. I'm telling you this right now, Schmidt survived everything. I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow walks away with a top 12. Bam! Rear end. Into that inside wall. And Schmidt just there to join him. Andrew Cootie. Lined up. And we will be ready to try this again. Justin Champagne, an opportunity to go to victory lane. Shugol, Thurston Carr. I want to point this out as well. I met so many of you great viewers at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway this weekend from Thursday to Sunday. I know some of you guys went to that pre-race party. I was there, or pre-weekend party. I was there. Saw so many of you guys on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thank you guys all for coming out and supporting the track. If I met you, thank you for coming up to me. It was so awesome meeting every single one of you. It was an absolute blast. Met some of you guys during qualifying when I was calling it. Met some of you guys before going live on Racing America, after going live on Racing America, all over the place. You guys are so great to come out. To everyone that supports short track racing, thank you all so much. The track is very thankful for all of you coming out and supporting, and we hope to see you all next year. And I hope to see you all next year at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as well. And also support your local short track, man. Growing up, I didn't have a local short track near me. Closest one was maybe like 5-6 hours away. We did have the Homestead Miami Speedway for the championship. I'm not going to say that I didn't have any track near me, but definitely there's local short tracks. It's the heartbeat of racing in America. Feel free to go out there and support them. And we'll get ready to go ahead and retake this green flag. So we got 18 laps to go. We're going to see what's going on pit road. A couple guys down and in. Some still sparking. And we're going to say this is probably enough to go ahead and bring the one to go out. So it's going to be Ford on Ford. Ford on Chevy. Chevy on Toyota. And we'll get ready to try this again. Yeah, it was awesome to have so many of you all go up there. Shook hands with so many great people, so many viewers. Whether you're on pit road, you're in the grandstands. Some of you guys saw me just walking around. I went out there in the grandstands. I was like, is the music loud enough? I'll go out there, and a couple of you guys have noticed me. Really cool. I love talking. So whether I noticed you from Anderson, Salem, from Winchester, or let's rephrase that. say you noticed me, or we both noticed each other, because that's how it actually come down to at some point. For many of the short tracks that I attended in person or any racing events, thank you all for coming on out and supporting racing in America and saying hi to myself. 17 laps to go from Daytona. Champagne to the bottom. Thurston lined in. Joseph Armstrong and company. On the outside there with Jackson Carr. Joe's got a great run on that outside lane. See Champagne really just giving it to him. 3 wide was looking. 2x2. Armstrong in the middle. Gold trying to shut that door. Mills right behind, watching on. Sweet 16 for the World Center of Racing. Carr to the lead. Thurston wanting that outside lane to work. Rips bottom, paints the yellow line, now shoots top. Rear to wheel, back to the banking of 1 and 2. Champagne. Him and Thurston. Oh, they've gone at it more than once. Thurston thought of blocking. Champagne at the bottom with Joe. And get ready, we're in the area where guys are going to really start mirror driving, including for the lead. We haven't seen too many wrecks in the first 2 or 3 rows, should we say, for a reason. But man, when it comes down to 5 to 4 to go, someone's going to get bold and desperate. 15 to do it. Armstrong in line, Ford on Toyota. Chevy on the bottom, Jackson Carr. Paints the yellow line. Lined up with Mosteller. If Demos scores points here, it's going to be tough to catch him come Talladega. Joe to the outside, lined up with Thurston. Kirk Mills. Squeezing on that outside lane. Thurston downstairs. Wheel to wheel for the lead. Mills to the outside. Blocked by the 20. Kevin Champagne right through the middle. 14 to do it from Daytona. Kirk Mills, top of the charts. All looking for a run. Thurston to the inside, Thurston to the lead. Bursts out of the pack. Bomar on the outside lane, 3 wide, River Page in the middle. Demos got a big opportunity to make that slingshot to the outside. He's got Joe right with him. Goes top side with Jackson Carr. Puts Thurston on the bottom. Something's got to roll. 14. 13 laps to go from Daytona. Joe on the bottom, lined up with Kevin Champagne. Now back to the outside. Kevin's doing everything he can just to keep the cars behind him at bay. So 1 and 2. Carr on the outside. Kevin Champagne on the bottom. Ford on Ford on Ford. He got 3 blue ovals on the inside lane. Push comes to shove. Still wheel to wheel, climbing the banking of 3 and 4. Comes Joe in the middle. Bomar right behind him, turning the 20 machine sideways. They all saved their machines. Kirk Mills off the nose of what looked to be Lane Sanders. That might bring out the caution, not sure just yet. Sideways, in the rear, no damage. Keeping it green to 1 and 2. That was all on Lane. Look at this 3-car breakaway. Thurston on the outside, lined in now with Jackson Carr. This 4th pack, man, they're going to catch him. They're going to catch him in a heartbeat. Top side riding on with Demos. Can pick all 3 of them off. Lines up with Kevin. 2-car breakaway with sticks on the board this time by 11 to go from Daytona. Demos on the inside. Kevin Champagne lines up on the bottom. Pushed by the 87. Here comes Gavin Austin around the outside. 3 wide with Gentry. 11. 10 laps to go. This time by James Thurston out of the pocket to the inside. Sanders and Mills, I think, are out of that draft. And way outside this main group. Thurston on the bottom, now lined in with Gavin Austin. Kevin Champagne on the outside, lined in with Mosteller. 10 laps to go from Daytona. The Michael Ford machine in the wall. That was DeAngelis. Wayne Kennedy climbing the tower up to 9th. Carr back at 11th. Something's got to work. And for the guys that lost the draft, they're also looking for a caution. Kenyon on the outside. Kenyon with Gentry. Two by two, coming to 9 to go. Kevin Champagne just has to be smart right here. We know he's going to be mirror driving. All roads lead to the checkered flag. The question is, can he get there first? Shoved by Mosteller. Highbanks 1 and 2. Thurston on the bottom. Lines up with the 22 machine. So got Gentry in this mode, looking for an attack. Joe to the bottom, lines up, locked in, big shot from the back of the Ford. Champagne, Mosteller, top side. Armstrong, Thurston on the bottom. 8 laps to go from Daytona. It's go time right here. You're about 3 or 4 rows back. You got to make something work. Kevin Champagne, Mosteller. Outside, making it work. Sneaking into view, Joseph Armstrong. Joe on the bottom. Lined in with Thurston. Austin on the bottom. Lined in with the rest of them. Do they make it back to the checkered flag, or do we see a late race yellow? Joseph Armstrong sideways. He goes around. That answers the question. Caution will wave with 8 laps to go, and we'll have a restart. Thurston involved. I worry about that right rear. Armstrong also needing points. Left side's all banged up. This is going to change everything. And this will stack up Kurt Mills, Jason Dodonna, who needed that caution to go out there and score some points. Joe to pit road. Kevin Champagne will be your race leader. And we will get ready to stack them up again with 7 to go. There's a title fight on the line right now. Everyone is going to be running for that top 12 points because they know come the next race, it's all doom or gloom. You know, if Demos finishes up inside this top 5, you're going from about 20 drivers that have a mathematical shot at winning to maybe just 5. So keep that in mind when they get ready to restart this one. Let's go watch back to see what happened. So this was coming down off turn number 4. I wonder if Thurston just blocked him. No, what am I saying? Thurston got on the back end of him. Joe goes wide. We talked about those rear ends. They're not flat on the next gen. Hand over fist, trying to keep that car at bay. James Thurston, he did not hook back to the right. Hook back to the left. He had that wheel yawed out right side, trying to keep that thing together. For Wayne Kennedy, there was just nowhere to go, and a huge hit to the Dr. Pepper 23. You can see right here, bam, right in front of Jackson Carr. How Jackson Carr missed this wreck, no idea. Watch it again. Top side. threading the needle, Jackson Carr. Knowing how to get it done. Money stop time. We're coming down to the end of this race. Kevin Champagne, Daniel Mosteller. We'll have maybe 4 laps to decide a winner. And Champagne knows he's got to keep definitely Demos behind him. No doubt about it. Jason Dodonna, it's go time. It's Donda time. And for the Jason Dodonna fans in chat, let him know that you're there. Spam Donda time because he needs to score points and quick. It's going to be him and Demos going to Talladega. Without a doubt with a championship fight on the line, but if he doesn't score points here, it's going to be way harder. He may be in a must-win position. So Dodonna's looking to at least get up inside that top 5, maybe bonus points. The top 3 get them. As we get ready to ride, 5 to go will be this time by. We'll restart with 4. What do you do here? Chevy on Ford. Gavin Austin, they're in 7th. DeAngelis back in 8th. Frank in the points hunt. He's another one that just needs a bold finish. That's the thing about this. It's not really just about winning. It's about having great finishes. If you get the big finishes, they're going to stack them. They'll put you in championship contention. Light them up. 1 to go. Who do you got? Two by 2. They can't get your laps back anymore. See what the admins do about some of these guys going back around. Daniel Mosteller knows he can lock in a Super Speedway Shootout Championship by possibly winning this race. For the Mosteller fans, spam the 9. For the Frank DeAngelis fans, spam the 07. It's big right here. Last gas to see if you have what it takes. The 1 to go. Let's go green. What about the William Schmidt fans? Spam the 16. The Justin Champagne fans, spam the 8. The Kevin Champagne fans, spam the 5. Crowd on their feet one more time. This could be the final restart. Relax, yellow's on for incidents in the rear. Kevin Champagne downstairs, Mosteller on the outside. That'll be a 2 by 2 battle. Pace car, hard lapped onto pit road. How's this deck gonna shuffle for to go from Daytona? Champagne to the outside, locking in Mose. Landon Gentry on the bottom. Wheel to wheel in the Ford. It's been a while since Gentry's got a victory lane. Last time was Daytona back in 2021. Oh, how times have changed. Lined in with Thornquist. Lined in with Gavin Austin. Champagne blocks bottom. They got to make sure no car goes around. He's thinking, let's get to the checkered flag here. No more restarts. Josh Kenyon, Daniel Mosteller, a rivalry that has been boiling over all of 2023. 3 to go for the World Center of Racing. Josh knows he's got to win this race, and he's got to keep that 87 behind him. Climbing the banking, 1 and 2. DeAngelis up the 4th. DeAngelis in the wall. The big one off turn 2. Joseph Armstrong. Gavin Austin. James Thurston. And so many others. River Page. And Frank DeAngelis went from I'm a championship contender to it may have just gone out the door, including with Mosteller still being up there. Unreal. Wow. I can't believe it. Overtime to end race number 3. And for Daniel Mosteller and now William Schmidt, it's what they needed. Let's watch back to see what happened. Goff on the outside, blinking. Lined up there with that 53 machine. You just see how much he was blinking. He came back. It had nothing to do with Goff, actually. Look at DeAngelis. Oh, yes, it did. We got to start penalizing for bad internet. Wow. That's got to be the new thing. We have to start penalizing for horrible internet. That is unbelievable. Netcode, at its worst, just took Frank DeAngelis out of this race. Unbelievable. That's what they're going to do. Joseph Goff, an L1 penalty for internet. We know Frank DeAngelis has had poor internet as well. Both just tangled. You can see him blinking. One blink. Bam. Oh, man. That's like not even close. Well, Goff will be getting an L1 anyways because he was blinking. And it definitely just caused a huge wreck. I can't believe what a camera angle we had on it too. Let's see this view. There's nowhere to go for all these guys. The big one strikes lane at Daytona, and for Frank DeAngelis, it will be no points being scored. Justin Champagne to 8th, Kevin Champagne to 4th. All will be chasing Daniel Mosteller. I believe all these guys will be coming back around. So we'll get the one to go next time by. Josh Kenyon will be in that second spot. Marty Shamela in 3rd. Kevin Champagne in 4th. Kenyon's got to win this race. Shamela's got to win this race. If they want to win the tournament, they've got to get as aggressive as possible with that 87. They need to make sure Demos does not win at all. We know Demos is going to get aggressive, bold. He may mirror drive. You got to keep that in mind as this will get exciting. I can tell you're loving this race down in the chat below. I've been reading the chat. You guys have been losing it. I'll tell you this right now. If you love it, help the channel. How? Drop a like on the stream. Every like helps this community grow. Higher driver counts. And trust me, you already have higher driver counts. The more people watch and everyone gets excited, and best of all, more eTicket events, the USA 500. Coming up this week. Let's go green, one to go. Kenyon to the outside. Two by two. Cootie. Yeah, he's ready to roll. All aboard just one more time. Something's gotta roll. Bomar in 12. He's got time to make up. I mean, he's there in the points hunt. Overtime in NR, how does it work? Unlimited green-white checkers. The most we've had was 4. We usually only need 1. Relaxed yellows are on. Keep that in mind. Once the leaders get to that start-finish line to take the white, this race is official. Next flag ends the race. If they don't, we're going to try this again. Josh Kenyon in the USA 527 on the outside lane. Rivals with Mosteller, the fan favorite on the bottom, Marty Shamela. Lines up with Kevin Champagne on the outside. That's 2x2. Gentry trying to win for the first time in 2023. Truther trying to win for the first time in 2023. How about the first time ever in NR Night in America? Cole Sanders outside this Sweet 16. Let's ride. Pace car. Hard left on a pit road. 2 to go for the World Center Racing. Demos top side with Kenyon. Kenyon being shoved 3 wide on the bottom. Jackson Carr's going for it. Puts Gentry in the middle. Kevin Champagne on the outside, lined in with Truther. The drive off corner exit. A lot of shuffling way in the rear. Push, shove, one machine way in the wall. 2 cars involved. Let him race back. Kenyon to the bottom, Mosteller on the outside. 2x2 to the line, Salamanca, 1 to go from Daytona. That back half of the field, now they're thinking just points if they can't make it back. Mose on the outside lane, Kevin Champagne right in tow. You know that 87 is going to be mirror driving all the way back to the start-finish line. How do you use it to your advantage over the Champagne Bros? Justin lagging back. Thinking of a lane to get a run with his brother. Final time to 3 and 4. Kevin Champagne at the bottom. Justin goes with him. Pushing, shoving to the checkered flag. Kevin Champagne blocks them all. Victorious from Daytona. Mosteller in second. Jackson Carr third, and the huge one happens in the rear, and we have a title fight going to Talladega. Ryan Cole in the fence. Kevin Champagne, lock and load, the 2 most iconic schemes in NR, finishing in the Fast 4. That's how it's done right there. How about that? Let's go to Talladega and let's see who wins the Super Speedway Shootout. And Daytona did not finish up inside the top 12. Kenyon got 6. Schmidt scores points. He'll stay alive. Demos got second. He was the championship leader to start with. And this is how we go into the next race. That is how it is done. Kevin Champagne burns it down here on the front stretch. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long. Let's go watch back on the finish. Brothers on brothers. We'll check the points. There's that spin way in the back. Kevin Champagne right to the bottom. Trucks to end this night. We'll have duels. We'll have it all. I know you guys are excited for that. I'm very excited to see how that all shapes out. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. You're watching the finish. We're adding the points. And we'll get ready to see how it all adds out. They still have not given us the points update for the end of this race. It's still saying 19-15. And we'll add them all in. Kevin Champagne, victorious from Daytona. He's also the unspoken hero. We can never talk to Kevin Champagne in the Discord. It's so unfortunate. But we'll get ready to go ahead and update you all on the points when it becomes available. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. What a ride it has been, man. It's been a lot of fun to see what these boys have been able to do. How about that? It is official. Daniel Mosteller locks up the second super speedway shootout. Not enough points for Kevin Champagne and James Thurston to close the gap. Wow. 31 points for Mosteller, which means everyone else would be 1 point back heading into the next one. So Demos locks it up, but we're still having duels, and we're still having Talladega. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to start the second race. Now he got it. I thought for sure we were going to have a title fight. I thought Champagne had at least a couple points, but he did not, and Daniel Mosteller will join William Schmidt as the winners of the Super Speedway Shootout. I love the Super Speedway Shootout, man. It's so cool. Consistency. That is what it's all about. So Demos won the crown. Let's be honest, everyone still wants to win at Talladega, and that's where we're headed next for the final race of the night. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. What a blast it has been. Let's run it back. Let's do it again as we get ready to go green. Now we're trucking to the checkered flag. Session going up in a moment. Yeah, it sucks we can't talk to Kevin Champagne. He's always a great person to go ahead and see winning at our night. He does have a mic in the Discord, so we've never been able to truly talk to him. The unspoken hero, that's what we call him. Let's get ready to go green. Talladega. Talladega locked in. As we get ready to go green. David Bell, a member for 19 months. Thank you so much, my man. And the next race is the league race. We're still finishing it off because there's still points to be awarded. So we will continue it in the league. Keep that in mind. The second I put this session up, we'll be going right into the league, except that everyone else that wants to race this one, we will have duels. It will be 10 laps. This will be a 50 lap, no, let's rephrase that. This will be a 40 lap Talladega race as we get ready to go green. Let's get ready to roll. Session's going up. Password is IDK. You know what? No, we can do 50 laps. It's the only stream of the night. Let's do 50 laps. 50 laps. That's what it's going to come down to. Duels and comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring it back to me for the moment. What a fun night it's been so far already. Already been an absolute blast. So glad to have you all with us. Session is up. Password is IDK. Just put that in as Kevin Champagne goes top of the board to go in and get the win. And we have to accept all these new drivers. Look at that. 10 more guys coming in. Wanting to get it done. Duels will be available for Talladega as we'll set our field. But man, has it been a blast to see what these guys can go ahead and do. Adam Walker joining in, brother of Aiden Walker. What do you guys think? How did you guys think of it? Super Speedway Shootout, always a blast, man. I love it. Shows when the best need to come forward. And Daniel Mosseller did just that. He's a big one looking. You know, let's go talk to Demos while we got the time before we load on in to that session. Let's go see what Demos has to say after winning the title. Consistent points, then that sometimes means you can lock it up a full stream or a full race ahead. That's exactly what Demos went ahead and did here. Demos, is it John? You got a copy?
Yeah, I got it.
Wins the title. No surprise here. You're winning everything NR has to offer, and you're the most well-loved driver at NR Night, but you back it up by winning these things. How's it going?
I feel really good. I wish I won that race, though, but, you know, something you'll see, you've seen a lot on this channel, when you're leading on the last lap in a next-gen race, you're probably not going to win the race. You're sitting duck with the runs. I mean, I feel like I did a good job managing, Kevin on my bumper. He made that move, and, you know, if only Justin worked with me. I worked with him in that duel, and he couldn't repay the favor just once, but, it's fun racing with the Champagne Bros.
I'll say this, Kevin Champagne, or sorry, Eric W. dropping down the one membership. And for the ones wondering why you can't see the session, you must request to join the NR Night in America League first before anything. Once you request to join the NR Night in America League on iRacing, we'll add you in. And then from there, you'll be able to go to see the session under League Sessions. That's what it's under. So just wanted to put that out. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, you might also be able to see it under Hosted. You might be able to see it under Hosted as well. So never mind that. You'll see it under Hosted, but you got to be able to join through there. I think we just filled out the session. I'm not sure. Did you join already?
Yeah, I did. It's going to be fun. Hopefully I don't go flipping in turn 3 again, just like the last time we did these trucks here.
Well, trucks are always fun. And if I'm not mistaken, you have a lot of opportunities to still go out there and win. We know some guys are out there going for points. They love the Super Speedway Shootout because they can go out there and race, have fun. I think the trucks are going to be a lot of fun to see. You got a 50-lap race. How do you think it's going to roll for you?
It's going to be chaotic, just like Daytona. I think if Armstrong's racing, he's going to be a contender. He was the only one that actually made moves at Daytona. Everyone works with Joe because he's a good driver. I just played it easy, played it safe. I wasn't really thinking about points, to be honest. Not at all, even on the last lap. I was just trying to win the race. It's good to lock it up, though. As you said before when you dragged me in here, I've won just about everything you've thrown at me. It's pretty cool.
It is cool. Well, I'll tell you this. We got to get in there quickly and start this thing up. So congratulations on the win, on the title. Let's see if you can go win here at Talladega.
Do I get like a trophy with this, or?
You'll probably get like a sticker in the Discord.
Ah, heck yeah.
A trophy? Now, people have been asking you to do trophies. I know for e-tickets, we've been really considering it now. But for tournaments, we definitely keep schedule of them all, who won tournaments. But definitely, like, you see that icon, if you ever go in the Discord, you see like an icon of these random logos next to drivers. Those are e-ticket wins. If I'm not mistaken, we have the championship next to you. We're taking the McClyde sticker off. It's hideous. I want to point that out. No, yes, because you guys all lost the, you know, what you've done in NR stickers. So we're getting rid of the McClyde stickers here in a moment, but you'll be getting the icons next to your name. So in the Discord, you can choose one of the two. You can choose between the NR Cup Series logo for the championship or the tournament one, or soon possibly an e-ticket with the USA 500. So it's going to be really cool to see. Nonetheless, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, after this, we'll be testing for the USA 500 and getting those final overlays in, including with us ending the stream early. We'll be getting new overlays on the stream as well come this Friday. It is a packed house in this Talladega session. It's going to be awesome. We're loaded on in. Password's IDK. If you haven't already tried to join, I'm excited. I'm excited for Talladega right now. I'm excited for the USA 500 come this Friday. It's going to be an absolute blast. Jared and I up in the booth, calling the action and having a grand old time. I think you guys are also really excited for. I saw nothing but excitement with this event coming on Friday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. We're going to show the trailer in a moment again, probably during qualifying, get people excited. And we're going to get ready to head on out. Almost 200 likes just there in race number 1. Thank you all so much for that. Very grateful indeed. Haven't already, go feel free, or if you haven't already, go ahead and drop a like on this stream, and we'll have one more race to settle out this Tuesday night. And then come Friday, it's 500 miles at Michigan. The best of the best, dueling it out. You see them behind me. Gen 4 Michigan, well, right now that was next gen. There's a Gen 4 at Daytona, but it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. I think these boys are ready. We're going to have 53 guys trying to make it for 43 spots, rocking and rolling. It's going to be awesome, man. You got everything to look forward to as an NR viewer just with this event alone. It's going to be fantastic. Just cannot wait for it personally. You hear that? Well, there are trucks on track. I believe that's 60 guys. So we're going to be dumping guys out in the top 40, make the main event. And we will be ready to roll. We'll also be able to still add some guys into these league sessions. Final call for the league sessions, and the last guys in, Alex Anderson and Karosik. Those are the last guys being added in. Qualifying will start now. If you miss qualifying, it is okay, because guess what? You still have the rest of the race to show things off. Let's go trackside. Practice coming to a close. Welcome to Talladega. Welcome to race number 2 of the night. We're excited to have you on with us. We're going to go ahead and stop just for a minute, and we're going to go ahead and show you that USA 500 trailer just one more time. The USA 500, we're so excited to have it. It's going to be an absolute blast to see how it all goes down. What do you guys think of the thumbnail? The thumbnail's fantastic. Love it. Personally, I love it. I think it's absolutely amazing. Kenny Real on the racing surface to the outside of that 29 machine. It looks like fall in NR9. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see who can do what. Bump day in effect. Ravi Richard in the 97. William Schmidt in the 79. Let's go green. And we're almost up to 33,000 subscribers, so thank you guys all for that as well. Continuing to climb the chain, Cody Workman. Wayne Kennedy. Lined up and ready to roll. James Thurston, Max Steinmeier. Steinmeier on the bottom. Chad Thornquist, no surprise. Thurston top of the board, the most winningest driver in NR night. Flexing that muscle once again. John Connor. Friday is the eTicket event, ladies and gentlemen. You love the thumbnail? Oh no, have you seen the thumbnail yet? Have I showed off what the thumbnail may look like? Give me a moment. I'm going to try to pull it up for something. For you late night viewers, I love when you late night viewers, you're the hardcore viewers. You're the reason why we can continue to do this well into the AM hours usually. I know this is the last race of the night. We're going to have duels as well. Let's go show off what the thumbnail could be. We're going to edit the thumbnail a lot more beforehand. I think we're going to change it up, but this is the structure we're going for. I want to know what you all think. Lane Sanders, Thomas Hugh. Okay, it's not coming up. That's unfortunate. Well, it's not coming up, but it looks really cool, trust me. That's the best I can say. It looks really sweet. Adam Walker. Him and Aiden Walker just finished their season up at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Racing those legends. James Thurston in the 17. Rolling his way around. High Banks, 3 and 4. Walker, Lemsack. Ready to roll. Kenny Reel. Reel to the bottom. There's Samuel Huff. Talladega this time is beautiful, man. Unbelievable. It is awesome the way it looks. Let's get ready to go green. Let's set your dual field. Top 20 make it. Everyone else goes home. Duel 1. We'll have Thurston. Well, let's rephrase that. I don't believe that's right at all. Oh, this is right. So, with how it is, Thurston and yes, it'll be Thurston, Thornquist. I thought Thornquist got second for a moment. Thurston, Thornquist, the left side. You still got those 20 drivers. And then it goes Ray Connell, Jordan Herring, Lebsack, Truther, Dale Tanhart, Landon Gentry. Dale Tanhart, I'll tell you this right now, buddy. I think I see this crystal ball in front of me. I can feel the first win coming. Granted, you got to do it through the duels to get to the main event. I can see Dale Tanhart getting his first win tonight. What do you guys think? What do the viewers think? As we get ready to go green. And so glad to have you guys following us on the social media, Instagram, Twitter. Always promoting At Our Night in America on Twitter. Let's get ready to go green. Thurston and Thornquist, Moss Steller, and so many others. We have movement from Talladega. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. Austin in the 5. Davis Lewis, William Schmidt, Sam Hoff. Let's get ready to go green. Let's see what the Magic 8 Ball says. Just open the link. Outlook, not so good. Oh, no, that was for 10 hearts. Oh, no. The Magic 8 Ball didn't agree with my statement. I don't know. I still have trust that Dale's going to go ahead and get his first win. We got the duels, ladies and gentlemen. Top 20 make it in. Everyone else is Boot, Scoot, and see ya. Let's get ready to go green. Beautiful crowd here tonight. Ready to rock and roll. Real, Schmidt, Huff, and Armstrong lining out that top 10. And Talladega is usually a lot cleaner for the duels. Usually go green all the way through without an issue. Let's get ready to ride. From the beautiful hills of Talladega, Alabama, this crowd is on its feet as we get ready to ride 2 by 2 to roll the dice as we stream Sweet Home Alabama and light the fuse from Talladega. Three wide, Armstrong on the outside, trying to make up ground. See Kenny Reel already on that bottom side. Locked in. Loving what he sees. In position to get it done. Joe jumps to the back end. He knows you just need that top 20, but you don't want to wreck out. 2 by 2 heading to turn 3. Most on the bottom. Swearigan in tow. Huff in 9th. Rice in 10th. Pushing, shoving, 10 to go. Comes to 9 to go. Gavin Austin there in 4th. 9 to do it from Talladega. Toyota on 4th. Thornquist on the outside. Kenny Reel in 7th. Two by 2, shoving them out. Now they're going to take it nice and calm right here. There's less drivers in this duel compared to Daytona. There's usually a lot more etiquette here in the trucks than in the next gen. Wow, I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. I don't think anyone expected me to say that. 9 coming to 8 to go. Thornquist leads. Gavin Austin in 2nd. Here's Lane Sanders looking from the inside lane. Not a lot of places to run. Gavin Austin trying to get a nose out in front. 8 to go, back to 1 and 2. Pretty smooth, pretty consistent. And that's the thing about these trucks. You'll have it nice and calm, and all of a sudden you are like, oh, it's still waters. It's a beautiful day to go racing. Bam! Next thing you know, cars are on the outside while trucks are flipping. It happens consistently at NR Night. Keep an eye out for it. These guys are thinking, let's just make the show. But you know, at some point, someone is going to get bold. Cody Workman. 17th, Ross Corlett, Carlos Struther, Connor Zola. Xander McKinney outside looking in. This is what he sees. Yeah, he knows he just saw like one spot back, and now he's just in by jumping to that outside lane. He's just happy as ever to be in this main herd running around. Gavin Austin on the outside, Chad Thornquist on the bottom. Thurston in tow, shoving the 67. Getting a shot behind from the 87. Gavin Austin on the outside with Lewis. Now be smart right here. It's going to be a very quick duel. If you can just keep your grounding, you're going to be good to go. Kevin Champagne on the outside with Carlos Struther. Truther in tow. Austin side by side now with Chad Thornquist. 6 laps to go in duel number 1 from Talladega. 3 wide through the middle. 1 top side working. Alexander Balderas. Throttle technically a win at our night. Came in a duel. It wasn't like a duel for the NWP. It was a regular NR Night duel. He's on that outside, 3 wide. Gavin Austin still stuck in the middle. Duels have gone green all the way through before. Don't think it's going to work for Carlos Truther. Now he slots in line. A lot of pushing and shoving. Really trying to make that work. 6 coming to 5 to go. Thornquist, Austin. Thurston and Lewis. 10 in the middle. Not a lot of places to roll. And Tanhart and Workman are in as of now. They're side by side. That's going to be 19th and 20th. Austin on the outside. Lined in with Lewis. Thornquist on the bottom. Lined in with Thurston. The tees downstairs. Schmidt in the middle. He's got Davis Lewis right with him. Look at these guys just bunched up together, just nowhere to run. 5 to go, 4 to go in duel number 1. Valderez on the outside, shoved by Truther. Thornquist trying everything and anything to keep these boys at bay. Thurston downstairs. He's making that bottom side work, but there's still not a lot of places to roll. And the worst thing you want to do is get gridlock. But right now, with how this top 20 settled out, you just want this race to end the way it is. Connor Zola, now Tanhart outside. He's 22nd. Ray Connell not trying to go back-to-back and getting undrafted in these races. Missed it in duel 1 at Daytona. Trying to make it in duel 1 at Talladega. 3 to go. Valderez on the outside. Shoved by the 18. Thurston on the bottom. Ripping and rolling. Just see how they look right here. Gavin Austin's been up front. He's been very calm, collective. Has Davis Lewis right in tow. A beautiful SpongeBob machine. Riding around. 2 more times around Daytona. Talladega. Sorry, excuse my choice of words. Just came back from Daytona. Valderez on the outside, 3 wide. 3 wide, 6, 7, 8 rows deep. 2 laps to go in duel number 1. It's go time. Some of these guys might have to start thinking 4 wide. Tanhart in 20th, barely in. If there's a big wreck, who gets through? Hoping it goes caution-free. Lewis in the middle. Look at Schmidt trying to make up all that time. Valderez on the outside, shoved by Truther. 3 wide to turn 3. Thornquist on that bottom. James Thurston won a duel earlier today. 1 on the apron. Spinning, saves it. We stay green. Tanhart shoves Joe in the wall. Armstrong for a slide down in the grass with a caution wave. It will not. The leaders will take the white. Salamanca, 1 to go in duel 1. Couldn't get it in time. And now they have to hope for a big wreck or something to go their way. Austin and Thornquist. Valderez. If this herd ignites, it changes the entire outcome of this race. Thornquist on the bottom. Shoved by Thurston. He's got to hold it right here. 4 wide in the back. Final time through 3 and 4. Thornquist in the Toyota. Thurston in the Ford. Gavin Austin on the outside. Daylight. Does he get back to the line? Pushing, shoving. 1 goes for a slide. Chad Thornquist victorious in duel 1. Thurston in second. Tanhart makes it through. Cody Workman in 20th. No! Tanhart out of the race. He finished 21st. Unbelievable. Wow. Armstrong 24th out. And Ray Connell will go 0 for 2 tonight. How did Tanhart miss it? Oh, man. Right there, that was the difference from making it through the duels or not. Cody Workman was the last one. He's not in the draft. Oh, no. Let's watch it again. It's on the bottom. They all go low. Unbelievable. I think a lot of these guys have got to realize you can't just ride around the back. That's such a bad concept on iRacing. So many think you can just ride around the back. You'll make it through the big one if that happens. But then you got caution-free duel, and you're out by 1 spot. And the Magic 8 Ball was right. Unbelievable. Wow. Thornquist won something this year. And let's see if Duel 2 can be as clean as Duel 1. Yeah, unfortunate time for some of these guys that didn't make it through. Duel 2. Let's line them up. Here's Frank DeAngelis in third. Aiden Walker. As we get ready to go green, let's line them up. Walker and DeAngelis lined in, ready to roll. Dale had a big shot, man. He was right there. Oh, man. Hey, a clean duel. You gotta be on the eye, like the lookout for that. It can happen. It will happen. And oh, by the way, it just did. First time Thornquist won a duel. Walker DeAngelis, left sack Gadana. Fast 4. Walker in second. Let's get ready to bring that green flag out just one more time, and that's in this second duel. Who do you think's gonna win it? Who do I have winning the USA 500 come this Friday? You'll know it. Countdown to green. Jared and I will be bringing out the picks. Jason Adana lined in. Pace car on the pit road. Let's do it just one more time. We stayed green in duel 1. What will we see in the second duel? Shift gears. Hold the ice as we light the fuse from Talladega. Frank blinking again. Can't get the internet under control. It's been out of the bag all night. Jason Adana and the 33 Red Bull on the bottom. Walker on the outside, lined up a left sack. 2x2 down the back. Working their way. Oh, DeAngelis saves it. Daytona on the apron. They all find their way through. It's going to separate these guys. Walker on the outside. Help from Page. River Page, Aiden Walker. 9 laps to go from Talladega. Ethan Eckert trying to work his way through this herd. 9 to do it. Barbagallo there in 5th. Top side with Page. Lined up with Steinmeier. And Mack is going to be on the attack at some point during this race. You know he's hungry to get back to victory lane. Jumpman, and he knows he's excited for the USA event. But man, how much confidence did you have going into an eTicket event after you just won the race previously at NR9? Walker up top the block. Off the nose of the 67. Page in tow. Left sack, DeAngelis, Barbagallo, and Steinmeier. 8 to go from Talladega. Eight into the bottom. Left sack's gonna be shoving them. Spent a lot of pushing and shoving. Now if they learn from Duel 1, they should know things can get really calm. So if you're outside this top 20, it's go time. You have to get something working. Like for instance, you see Sierra Clamper, she missed it at Daytona because of an incident. Well, she's in right now in that Sweet 16. She's holding her own. But when these guys behind her start getting really aggressive, it may be time for her to swing to the outside 3 wide and just hope and pray for things to go right up front. Trouble! One into the outside wall. Might have been Miles Davis. Caution's gonna wave. Jonathan Munoz. Connor Gray. And a 2-truck incident will bring the caution out for the first time. First time here at Talladega, should we say. We went caution free all the way through for Duel 1, Duel 2. Well, didn't work out too right. A lot of damage on multiple ends of those machines. Connor Munoz. How did I screw that one up? You'd expect me not to screw that one up. My last name's Ramos. Jonathan Munoz. They're in that 23rd spot. An unfortunate out into him. He's one of those guys that think, I'm just going to wait around and watch around for something to go right or wrong. Well, that's why you don't wait around in the back. That's why you go up there and you make something work. That's why you see a lot of streamers up front as well. Because when they're streaming on Twitch, Kick, TikTok, YouTube, nobody wants to sit there and watch them run around in dead dirt last, you know, because they think that's the safest way to make it through these. And that's why they try to get there up as much as they can, but it's unfortunate so many guys just continue to try to make that happen and just did not work out. I think the 38 here is going to be Michael Mitchum. I'm going to expect, no, that's Wayman. So starts with, no, and probably is not. So the 16 goes wide. And that 38 just gets right in the back end. That's Connor Gray in the 38 that nails Marty Shamela. And there won't be any penalties needed because Connor Gray just got ripped apart up into the outside wall. So we have a caution in Duel 2. Pit road is wide open. And we will look to see the one to go this time by. If it's terminal for most of these guys, that will most definitely be it. Marty Shamela, about 4 or 5 machines lined in. They have the one to go now, the 31 off and away. Get a read on that. Charlie Gallagher in the Toyota. We're working his way off pit road. You continue to look around this racetrack to see exactly where these guys are. Walker, Page, Lebsack, Barbagallo. They're in that 07 machine. It looks like that's what it will be. No, he's driving the 17 on the outside. DeAngelis on the bottom. All just looking to make ends meet and make that main event. Talladega, 50 laps to end the night. And it's going to be an absolute blast. Davis, Delgado, Smaladon, Tucker, Shugol, Napier. Lines up and loaded. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go green one more time. Sound the siren. Thinking everyone that's dropped a like in this stream helps us out a ton. And what a fun night it has been. So many of you guys tuning in on this Tuesday night. having an absolute blast hanging out with us. Page and Walker. Lepsack and Barbagallo. Time to grab it just one more time. Ready to go back to that 2x2. Walker on the inside, lined up. River Page on the outside, lined up. That's with Barbagallo. Barb in tow with that 67, Steinmeier and Company. 5 laps to see who makes it and who goes home. Let's go green from Talladega. Steinmeier in 6. Help from behind. See Frank, that Sopranos machine. Steinmeier jumping top. Walker and Page wheel to wheel. Lemsack, Barbagallo, Steinmeier and DeAngelis. Daytona, Eckert, Connor, Wayman. Richard and Cole. Hugh and Delgado. Eckert there in 8th. Lined up, shot up on the bottom. Barb's on that outside there with Max Steinmeier. Oh, losing that rear end. 4 laps to go from Talladega. Walker in 2nd. Jumps to the outside. Shot from the rear by the 17. It's been 2x2. Some of these guys still waiting in the wake. I think Shamela's down on RPMs. Hoping for a rack up there to make things go his way. Nadana in 6th. DeAngelis in 7th. River Page there in 3rd. Lepsack, Steinmeier. Steinmeier shoved on the outside. Nearly shunted by Page. Now it's 2x2 for 3rd. 3 to go from Vega. Barb's got it locked in. Steinmeier on the outside. Daytona leaves Ferrari for Red Bull and puts them into the Fast 4. Oh man, he almost turned Steinmeier. Got right on that quarter panel. Lines up with them again. Barbagallo on the bottom, lined in with Walker. You see the entire engine on that 17. He's just not getting off of him. 3, 2 laps to go. Toyota, Chevy. Chevy on Chevy. That's for 2nd. Ford on Chevrolet back there in 3rd. Watch Steinmeier get this run out that outside lane. Nope, they disconnected. Couldn't get it. All bets are off. You can't expect a yellow from here. Checkered flag on its way. Page up to the outside. The bullet train. Off corner exit. Blocked by Walker. Now that 93's got him in tow. Switch back downstairs. There goes Page. Down to the bottom. 2x2. 3 wide in the rear. All fighting for that last transfer spot. Shamel on the bottom, he's in. Page downstairs. Barb right with them. They're gonna make it back. Salamanca, 1 to go in duel number 2. Walker on the outside. Climbing the banking of 1 and 2. Page on the bottom. Shoved by Barbagallo. He's got to hold on. Got to be smart. When does the outside lane generate? Walker to the outside. Line in with Steinmeier. This is going to be the finish. Push, shove, wrecking in the rear. Steinmeier around. DeAngelis is in it. River Page, Hayden Walker, pushing, shoving, to the checkered flag. Hayden Walker victorious in Duel 2. Who makes the event? Clamper trying to nurse the wounded Toyota to the checkered flag. She's 19th. She's 20th. 19th and in. Wesley Napier makes the transfer. Delgado, Max Steinmeier all out. Unbelievable finish to Duel 2. Wow. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm expecting that here tonight at Talladega. With how clean they're racing so far in the duels, I am speechless. Let's watch back to what happened there with Max Steinmeier. Oh, man. Where is that 31 going? And D'Angelo still hasn't fixed that internet. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Watch this hit by Max Steinmeier. Man, just licked that inside wall. Was trying to get it back refired. There's Christian Delgado. There's Barbagallo. Did Barbagallo even make the field? I have no clue. We're going to find out here in a moment. But wow. I don't think Barb made it. I think he was toast. And all these drivers trying making it back. Here's Barb. He made it. Barbagallo made the field. What's the bumper doing? Whose bumper is that? I cannot believe what we just saw. Let's ride for the main event. And Frank DeAngelis would be getting an L1 penalty. If he doesn't fix his internet, it's an L5. That's the final call. Let's get ready to go green just one more time. 50 laps from Talladega. All right, they know what's going on. They know what's at stake. Toyota, Chevrolet. Can Chad Thornquist get his first official win in NR Night of 2023? He has a dual win, but he wants to see it in a feature. Crowd ready to stand up, ready to get loud just one more time, as this is Dega, this is NR, this is what it's all about. Time to duel. Time to ride. All comes down to these final 50 laps. 40 truckers enter. 40 looking for the Sweet Home Alabama victory lane. How is this gonna ride? Let's do it just one more time. Let's light the fuse from Sweet Home Alabama. Thurston on the bottom, all over Thornquist early on. Gavin Austin to the inside. And sometimes it's also just about finding the duel you really like and finding the guys in it. Really make it work. River Page on the outside, lined in. Davis Lewis, Pravi Richard, Charlie Gallagher. You got Gallagher on that outside lane, just sitting tight, including after what just happened. Thurston, Austin, Gavin Austin to the outside. With Pat on the hood, who knows where you can go? Try top of the board. Gavin Austin brings the SpongeBob Chevrolet #1. He leads lap 1. Page in that 5th, 6th, back to 5th position. He's on the bottom, that 67. Starting to see a lot of these guys from Duel 1 up there. Really just keeping these guys at bay, knowing, hey, don't have to get too wild, don't have to get too aggressive. It's a long race. Let's stay 2 by 2. Let's end this night out strong. Eckert in 10th, up the track. Line new with Richard. Valderas there in 11th. To the outside, lined up, Bobby Richard, the lone Canadian in the field, trying to win it for the boys up north. Thurquist, he'll lead lap number 2. I just love that Patrick machine, Gavin Austin. The one thing that Gavin Austin is lacking with his brand is the fact that he changes his number every single week. If he sticks with one number or a certain set of numbers, I think he'll become very iconic in NR night, and not just for what he says in the live chat, but that beautiful SpongeBob machine way out front. You've got to love it. Lined up with Aiden Walker. Walker a shove from the rear. That's with Wayman. Thurston on the bottom. Lined in with the 67. Austin and company, lap 3 coming to lap 4. Chevy, Toyota, side by side, carrying back to the line. Austin got that one. Locks it in, back to the inside. Just shut the door there on Thurquist. I don't think Chad's going to be too happy about that one. 2 by 2, now 3 wide. Lined up to the middle, Aiden Walker shunts it out to the lead. Help from Wayman. Another hit from behind. 3 wide still. Most on the outside, but how about Huff in the mix? Sam Huff trying to make it work. What a save for the drivers in the middle. Wrecking behind on James Thurston. Up into the outside wall, caution will wave. And they almost had it saved. Lap 5 out of 50. 29, Kenny Reel. Daniel Mosteller, who has already won the title, and now just thinking about finishing the race, involved. There's Napier in that 95. Here's the 97. Probably Richard. The 43. Marcus Maladon. Ashton Rice. Davis Lewis. Carlos Struther got through. Adam Parks. Xander McKinney. Cody Workman all find their way through, but definitely some unnecessary damage from others. Huge hits to the outside wall, caution will wave, and we'll get ready for a restart. Yeah, C3 wide with Demos on that outside. Really focus on just getting that power down. And we'll see who was without a doubt at fault here. Ooh, Demos, I think, came down into Balderas. And the driver that just won the title might have just taken this field with them. Watch it again. Watch the 87. Did he get help? Well, kind of actually has all the looking of help. No, he was just coming down into Balderas. And then the 44 tried to squeeze the gap. And there was just nowhere to go. Multiple trucks involved. Caution will wave right away. So Cody Workman Ryan Cole, Balderas, Gavin Austin, Marty Shamela, Aiden Walker lined up. And we'll get ready to try it again. We'll get ready to try this once more. Cool. How about this one? New VIP member. Hot pass. Clear my calendar for the USA 500 on Friday. How about that? That's what I like to hear right there. So many excited for the USA 500. I am beyond excited. It's going to be one heck of a night, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to roll. Caution is out as we get ready for the restart. Cody Workman, Cole Balderas, Austin Shamela lined up as we get ready to try it again. Thank you so much for the hot pass and the USA 500. So excited for it. We actually have the green flag with a bald eagle in front of it. As we get ready, James Thurston driving the 29. D'Angelo's driving the 07. How about Tamara in the 20? Kevin Champagne in the 5. Justin Champagne in the 8. It's going to be an absolute blast. One to go this time by, ladies and gentlemen. Let's ride. Talladega 45-44. Laps to go from here. Be a fun run to the finish. So these drivers come back on pit road. How did I enjoy the NASCAR race at Homestead a couple weeks ago? Loved it. Love going back down to my home track and hanging out. Met some people I haven't seen in a long, long time. It's pretty cool. Saw some people I knew from high school, from college. They're just at the track. People I just knew in racing as well that I haven't seen since maybe 2020, 2021. Some people actually, I saw at Homestead. I was like, no way, you're here too? And I saw them like a couple weeks ago at Winchester. You know, and I saw them at Fairgrounds, so it's honestly a lot of fun going down there. I've been going to Homestead every year since, I want to say 2009. Yes, most definitely, 2009. The streak stays alive. Let's go green. Time to go at it. Ready to go green and rock and roll in our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Fans back on their feet one more time. Two by two, Ford Chevrolet. Cole on the outside, Workman on the bottom. Someone's going to come out a winner here tonight. Let's find out. Jason Adana climbing the ranks, pulling the gears. He's got Thurquist on the bottom of him. As Lane Sanders right behind, already stacking up. Balderas on the outside, help from Cole, made it work. Three wide, Austin around the outside. Lines up with Walker. Now Workman on that inside, lined it with Shamela. Lot machines wide, they're forced 4 wide now. That's the 97 machine, that's the 87. Most lined up with Pravi Richard. Gavin Austin trying to get a nose out in front. Chevy on Chevy with the Ford in the middle. Hot 9 out of 50. Clamper on the inside lane. Lined out with Eckert. Whoa, there goes Kevin Austin into the outside wall. William Schmidt involved in the caution will wave. What happened? Oh, we saw like the tail end of it. Robbie Richards, still some damage. Looking for the Gavin Austin 5. It sounded like a grenade went off. That's all we heard. And Gavin Austin is nowhere to be found. Look at the 50. Ryan Cole was up there at the time. And one of two drivers involved in the melee. Let's see. That's going to be a quick caution, a two-car incident. Or two-truck incident, should we say. Ryan Cole in the middle. He just wasn't even close to being clear. Ripped the entire nose off that 50 machine. Gavin Austin really just had nowhere to go. Look at the hit to the inside by the 95. Man. Oh, that hit really hard on the bottom. Caution will wave again, but this will be a quick one. We'll get ready to bring them back together here in a moment. We'll probably get the one to go this time by pit road. It's wide open. Actually, let's rephrase that. We're going to have a lot of these guys coming on in, so we'll go green next time by for a 40-lap shootout. Ethan Eckert, look at the damage there to Gavin Austin. He's most definitely done for the day. 94 Balderas. Let's go talk to a driver when we have the chance. Let's go see who we can dial up. It's always fun to see and hear who we can go ahead and bring on in. Let's see. You know, let's go talk to Kenny Real. Kenny Real said, John, you got a copy.
Fuck you, Jonathan.
Oh my. I dragged the wrong person. Oh my gosh, that was Michael Ford. Let's try this again. Kenny Real said, John, you got a copy. Oh my God.
Yeah, I got a copy.
I can't believe that just happened. All right. Well, I accidentally dragged the wrong person.
Oh.
And said some no-no words. But Kenny Real, you said you wanted to go on and chit-chat. What's going on out there?
Oh, you know, trying to dodge all these dumb wrecks. What you got going on? Watching all the chaos happen?
You've been watching a lot of interesting things go on. The duels were pretty clean until the last lap, but that's just everyone going for positions.
Yeah, pretty much. The duel I was in was clean the whole time. We didn't have a caution. Duel 2 is a different story, though.
Well, it was an exciting time up to those moments. Here we are. We're getting ready to line up, ready to go green. Do you think you got an opportunity to go to victory lane?
Yeah, if we can avoid all the chaos till the very end. If we're here at the end, I think there'll only be a few clean trucks left.
I don't know. We still got a lot of trucks left. We just had 2 unfortunate incidents. And we're going to see how this all goes down when we get ready to try it again.
Yeah, well, everybody's going to force a 3 wide here in a lap, and then it'll just rinse and repeat.
Well,
hopefully we keep it green.
We're going to get ready to try this one again. I can't believe Michael Ford said that. I brought in the...
Wait, what was that?
I brought Michael Ford in on accident, one of your friends. or in the chat you guys are in, and I tried to drag you. I thought I clicked on you, but I clicked on him, and he said he loved me. The opposite of loved me.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
Very interesting. Well, listen, I think you're going to have a lot of fun out there. I think you're going to do great. I see. You know what? Let's see what the Magic 8 Ball has to say. If Eric W. can give me the Magic 8 Ball again, Link, so I can go ahead and see what your odds are of winning. I think you've got a great shot at getting a big-time win here, Kenny Real.
Let's hope so. My track record on super speedways doesn't look very good, but we'll try.
Well, it's going to be a blast. Good luck out there.
Brother, appreciate it.
Let's get ready to try this one again. Enter Night in America, feeling victories all year long. We're going to get ready to go back 2x2 as we get ready to take the green flag. Let's go see what the 8 Ball says. Magic 8 Ball. Does Kenny Real get his first win at Talladega? Most likely. Oh, wow. How about that? Kenny Real. The 8 Ball is in your favor. Workman, Shamela, Barbagallo, and Wayman. Let's ride. Two by two, Chevy on Chevy. Shamela, Workman, lines up, ready to go green. Swearage on the bottom, Daylight, good run to this outside lane. Smelling Balderas, Clamper and Daytona. Shamel on the outside, Wayman. Lined in, single file top. Cody Workman. Trying to make it work on the bottom. Has not won a single race in NRNI in America. Trying to turn that around. Yeah, we got relaxed L's on, so we can very easily go green all the way through. Got Jason Dodonna there in 9th. Trying to make up some time. 3 wide, 4 wide, looking in the rear. Barbagallo on the move. Wayman to the outside, 3 wide. Got Herring on that bottom. Clamper lining up there in 8th. Barbagallo on the bottom. Cody Workman's got that middle rolling. Marty Shamela, should we say Max Swearegen, lined in with them. Workman down the block. Nearly chopped the nose of Shamela. Workman, Shamela, Swearenge, Barbagallo, Smelling, Thornquist, 15 out of 50. Truther in 15th, trying to make up some time. Yeah, he's getting shoved hard from the back. We're by 17. Swearenge in the middle. Smaladon. Lined with Balderas. Now Balderas jumps to the outside. 3 wide. Throttle's really making these money moves right now. He knows he has what it takes to find victory lane. He just needs to be consistent. Once he gets the consistency part, I see Throttle winning non-stop in NR. 1 dual win in this series. Has yet to find victory lane in a feature. This is his best odds right here. Runs right through the middle. Workman stuck downstairs. Throttle squeezing him. Trying to make it work. Sanders in 11th. Lines up on the outside, 3 wide. Still no change. They're gridlocked right now. There's not going to be a lot of places to run. A lot of these guys are taking their time, being calm. Clamper in 7th. Up to 6. He's on the outside, making up hay. Daytona in 12, 3 wide. Wayman lined in and shoved by the 23. Barb up to 8th. There's not a lot of places to run right now. You see a lot of these guys in the middle kind of just accepting the fact that they're there. And some drivers way to the rear trying to make up hay. That's the James Thurston 17. Really can't make any moves, including down on RPMs after his wreck early in this race. Oh, Balteras around with Wayman. Wayman running sideways, backwards, now saves it. I mean, he was driving backwards. Clampert's gonna take the lead, and we're not gonna see a caution. Wow. Unreal. And this is gonna shuffle this pack up so we can get the long green flag runs. Here's Wayman trying to find him on the track. Can't see him now. He might have already all F4, not sure. He was driving in reverse, trying to keep that machine at bay. And we're gonna keep it green. I was about to hit the big 8 button. No need for it. Let him race. That's gonna humble this field. When you get a car sideways like that in the middle, they don't take anyone else with you. You keep it green. Lane Sanders top of the board. That just woke everyone up. Clampert on the bottom. Corlett in 7th. Parmigallo in 9th. Daytona up to 12th. The man, he wanted this speed a little bit earlier. He might have been out. Now we're seeing that he's still in the race. He was on pit road, so he's not out of this one. Probably hoping for a yellow, but he was running reverse. Everyone went around to avoid him. And you look at the grand scheme of things, and it just turns into a single car spin, and it just shuffles the herd out. Wow. No caution. Lap 20 out of 50. Valderas in the middle. Workman up the 5th. Adam Walker trying to get his first win in NR night and bring the Walker name to victory lane. As Champagnes do it. Now Walker's trying to do it. Think of the family names in NR, the Berries, the Champagnes. How about even the Bakers? If Adam Walker wins this race, he can add that Walker to that great legacy. He's in the 40 machine on the outside lane. 30 to go from Talladega. Swearigan down to the middle to cover. Line double throttle. Corlett in 10th. 3 by 3. Someone's got to have what it takes to go 4 wide here. They're thinking about it. Shuffling 3. No one now forcing the 4 wide situation. Here's the Ducks on the bottom. That's Max Swearigan. Locked in the middle, Balderas. And now Aiden Walker leads the herd on the outside lane. Brothers on brothers. It's awesome. I've called both these guys racing at the fairgrounds in the Legends divisions. Both of them. And now I'm watching and calling a race of both of them at Talladega in the Truck Series. Trying to find a way through. Adam Walker, Aiden Walker. Starting to see a theme on how they named their kids. That's pretty cool. I just realized that. AW for both those drivers, Swearingen up top. Shamela ninth on the bottom, lines in with Lampert. Swearingen in third, Rimp in top. Lines in with the 93 of Walker. Balderas from the middle to the bottom. Ford on Toyota. Blue oval, top of the board. It's go time right here. You see these guys shuffling. Corlett in the middle, some down on the apron. Aiden Walker on the outside lane. Ooh, one sideways to the bottom. John Connor wants nothing to do with this main herd. Adam Walker in second. Now, the Walker name from East Tennessee goes 1-2 from Talladega. 3 wide, there goes Hugh. Daytona up to 10th. Lined in with Corlett. Trying to find a way back around, closing in on halfway. Top 20, well under a second. The ones that were questioning we needed a yellow, clearly not. I mean, we're looking at it right now. It's top 28, possibly under a second. How tight-knit these drivers are. Pushing Sanders on the bottom. Sanders shoved there by Workman. Lane Sanders to the lead at Talladega. Clampert on the bottom. Sierra trying to hold on downstairs. And she's got Shamela right until we know Marty knows how to really be loyal to drivers out in front of him. Oh, Swearingen, tough move to the bottom. Max Swearingen goes cappered. Next time by, 25 to go. Trouble, the big one to 1 and 2. 15, maybe 17 trucks involved. Adam Walker, Aiden Walker involved in the melee. Mosteller. Hugh gets tagged. William Schmidt. Carlos Truther. Chad Thurnquist. Connor Zola may have been in it. James Thurston. What a hit. And it happened right in the middle of the field. Clamper gets through. Sanders gets through. Workman gets through. Marty Shamela, a little damage on the right side. What a wreck to the high banks of 1 and 2. Unbelievable. And with 25 laps to go, we'll stack them up again. Now they're racing really well up front. Unfortunate the way that just went. Let's go see what happened. Oh, it starts with the brothers. Chad Thurnquist. So Max Swearingen hard into the outside wall. John Connor. Wow. Watch again. Yeah, they just go down, and Max Swearingen then gets hooked by Balderas. Seathal doing everything he can to keep his foot in it. I don't think the 94... Oh, no, he definitely got a little piece of it at the end. I don't think it's completely race impacting, but that just took out most of this field, and we're going to get ready for a restart. Ethan Eckert found his way through. Wow. Unreal. Watch it again. Let's ride on board. With Adam Walker. You got trucks spinning all over the place. You're not sure what's going on. And the caution just comes out, and you're just really along for the ride. Let's watch back on another view. How about on the Cody Workman machine? He was your leader. Let's actually watch from William Schmidt. He could see the problem happening right away. And quick blink out from him. He comes back. What about from Frank DeAngelis? Nope, nothing from him as well. Cody Workman was already off and away. Couldn't get a view from him. But the caution waves right away. And with 24 laps to go, we'll try it again. Herring, DeAngelis, Eckert, Workman, Sanders, Clamper, McKinney. Lined in. We'll most likely get the one to go this time by. Pit road full of machines. Oh, man, it's just everyone down there. Yeah, you can expect a long and lengthy pit stop for most of these guys. I'm the 15 machine right there. All junked up. Max Swearigan. Love the Adidas Mighty Ducks machine, though. I love the Mighty Ducks logo. That's awesome. Let's get ready to try it again. Let's ask the Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball, will we get another caution in this race? It is. It is decidingly so. I'm guessing they are expecting another caution. One to go this time by. 23 to go in the race. Will be 22 when we go green. Let's ride. Let's go green. Let's get ready to go green. Toyota on Ford, road number 1, lines up and loaded. Valderas around to go get his lap back. Beautiful crowd we had tonight for Enter Night. So glad to have you all with us. Only 2 races technically tonight, but it's okay because it has been nothing but fun. Working this 3.5-hour stream. Final 23 laps left in the race. Toyota and Ford. Ford Chevrolet. Workman, Herring, Thurston, Kenny Reel, Chad Thornquist, Truther. All chasing Sierra Clamper. Clamper looking for her first ever win in our night in America. Streams over there on Twitch. Ready to go green. I think she's live right now if you want to go check her out. As we get ready to rock and roll just one more time. Workman. Lines up, ready to roll. Clampert, Sanders, Workman, and Eckert. Fast forward, grab a gear. 22 to go from Talladega. Eckert on the outside. Lined in, still with Sanders and Herring. Truther in 12. Got Kenny Reel trying to make up time on that outside. Sanders and Eckert. Locked in topside. Chad Thornquist trying to sweep him from the duels. Eckert to the bottom. Wheel to wheel with Sanders. Ethan Eckert top of the board. Takes hers to steal to do that. Clampered in tow. Lines up, and how James Thurston has been able to rally back, I have no idea. Involved in an early wreck, has now come back for glory. 21 to go. Thurston in 6. Thornquist on his outside. He's gonna have 20 to go this time by. See that 81. Cody Workman on the outside. Focus on the drive off corner exit. Sanders until clampered up the track. Nearly into the 86. Keeps it straight, we stay green. 21. 20. Laps to go this time by River Page. Stuck on the outside lane, going a lap down. Workman shoved by Sanders. Thornquist in 7th. Lewis in 8th. Herring there in 5th. He's got that Chevy power on the outside. Chevy V Ford. Put a Toyota Tundra in the mix. 3 manufacturers ripping the high banks. You got Davis back there in 15th. Look at him. Miles Davis, a really strong competitor as well. Knowing if he sits tight, something might open up. Clamper on the bottom, locked in, nowhere to run. Here comes Carlos Truther. Truther top side. Truther to the point. Carlos Truther trying to find the lead at Talladega. That 42 is Zola with them. 19 to go. 18 laps to go this time by. It's Cody Workman leading the way on the bottom. Ford in the middle, lined with Sanders. Jordan Herring looking for his first career win in NR. A lot of big storylines up front. A lot of big storylines. They're going to get something to work. Pushing, shoving. Workman sideways into the grass. Single truck spin. Yes, it was. We stay green. Wow. Spun from the lead. Gets it back, refired. Off the racetrack. We keep rolling. Moss, Stellar, and Truther. Got Barb on that outside lane. We've seen that happen before. Look at the NWP duels. Barb hard into the outside wall. With River Page. And that will bring the caution out. And end the day of the 17. And Barbagallo. Let's get his speed. 24 miles per hour. I don't think she's gonna start anymore. Oh, he's just got hit by Alexander Balderas. And I mean barely. I don't know how Thrall doesn't see that. He's gotta be heads up somehow, some way, and Balderas from that instance. So you see Workman go to the bottom. Let's go see what happened. I don't think it's enough for Thaw to really get hit or hurt, should we say. It might have just been a neck. Oh, it's a neck. Oh, I don't know. Might have been a neck goat hit. Barb on the outside lane. Lined in with River Page. Remember, River Page is a lap machine. Oh, Lane Sanders came up the track. And just saying goodnight to Dominic Barbagallo. Yeah, he tucked him to bed all right. What a lick. Oh. Watch it again. Watch it again. Oh, just a huge hit to the outside wall. Nowhere to go. So I'm starting to see some commotion in chat. I thought you guys already knew this. This isn't Sierra's first race. She's raced NR before. I think a couple of times. I mean, when I mention her, I usually say she's going up to 4th, 5th, and 6th. I thought everyone already knew off of that she was a woman. I mean, you guys are just now figuring this out? It looks like some of you guys are. I think it just finally hit them. She's a great driver. I'll point that out. She's been able to dodge wrecks consistently. I remember the last time I think she raced was Talladega Trucks. Well, she raced in the duels earlier today, but her last race previously was Talladega Trucks. She's raced NR before in the summer. But yeah, the big thing here in NR night, we treat all the drivers the same. You know what I mean? And we put you on a pedestal when you're running up front, you're racing hard, you're winning races. I tried to get her in the USA 500. I was hoping she was going to sign up, but sadly she didn't. Maybe she'll sign up for the Talladega event in December. Because I think she's going to become a household name or a fan favorite in this community. I mean, she's already a fan favorite on the iRacing side. She streams over there on Twitch. But yeah, look at her. She's running up there in 6th. She's got the most winningest driver in NR Night right behind her, James Thurston. And the best part about NR Night, these drivers don't race you differently depending on your background, where you've come from, what your accolades are. And we've already been shown this multiple times. Content creators, YouTubers will come on in, and they don't care who you are. They don't care how you come up. You're just another competitor, and they're going to go out there and they're going to try to make sure you do not win the race, and they do, which is awesome. So it's a lot of pressure on the line. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what these guys are able to do as we get ready for the one to go. Chevy on Toyota, Truther on the outside lane. Lined up, let's get the one to go. Well, I said it's a new viewer to NR Night. Hope you enjoy this. Get ready, because the summer's going to be surely exciting. Chevy Toyota. No, these are real people. If you're just coming in for the first time, these are all real. When we have NASCAR YouTubers coming in here, they're real. Some of them can make it, some of them can't make it off duels. The last content creator, I want to point this out, to win an NR Night, June of 2021. Okay? NR Night started the last week of May of 2021. Before NR Night was NR 2003 AI races. And it wasn't even really called NR Night. It was just, well, kind of. We used to say, oh, it's NR Night in America because we were doing NR Racing. But I love the name so much, I was like, when we go to iRacing, we got to make sure we just hold on to it. And I still love the name NR Night in America. So we just kept it. But when NR Night started on iRacing, man, it was something. It was exciting. So many people were so excited to see it. And here we are. Do we finally see a content creator win for the first time since June of 2021? Content creators that have tried their luck in NR Night. Dale Tanhart, Moonhead, Davin Cornelius, Gilliam was the last one to get it done. That's BFM. And so many others on the Twitch side. Grab a gear. 14 laps to go from Vega. Miles Davis in 5th. Truther on the outside. Shoved by Herring. Three wide, still not a lot of places to run. Clampern on the outside, trying to do it on her own. And Gary's got to hold that line. Left sack, Shamela, Zola all in company. That third lane trying to get fired. 13 laps to go from Talladega. Here comes lane 3. Herring shuts the door. Jordan Herring trying to go top of the board. Sanders to lane 2. So that's Truther in tow. Shoved to the back end of the 86. Sanders and Mose. Herring and Truther. It's 3x3 trying to make it work. Zola in 10th. Demos on the bottom. How about Miles Davis trying to get his first win in NR? 12 to go from Talladega. Zola in 10th. Thornquist trying to get his first feature win in 2023. Got Eckert back there in 11th, watching him. Jordan Herring, Sierra Clamper. Herring to the lead on the outside lane. It's go time right here. A lot of these guys are about 6 or 7 rows back. Have to start plotting a way to get through. Toyota, Ford. That's your top 3 leading the rows. Clamper looking for daylight. Looking to the middle. Jordan Herring puts sticks on the board. 11 to go from Talladega. Demos in 3rd. Locked in downstairs. Herring in 4th. Elaine Sanders getting that big shove there from Demos. Always knows how to put himself in bold positions, in the right position as well. When it comes down to see the checkered flag, Clamper, 4 wide, there goes Ethan Eckert. Bumping into the outside wall, collecting multiple machines, and the caution will wave again. And there's Cody Workman. All junked up on the nose. That's a lot of damage. And Cody Workman will continue his winless streak and at our night in America. Very unfortunate. Let's see what happened. Herring on the outside. Trying to make it work. Oh, he got turned by Workman. And Cody Workman starts the big one. Back to 3 and 4. Watch it again. He just gets right into Eckert, and there's nowhere to go. Wow. And all these trucks are involved. Let's watch it again. He's lined up on that outside lane. Workman in the 81. Sierra trying to go right to the middle. Yeah, he just saw the 81 hook right into Ethan Eckert. There was nowhere for the rest of them to go. So Cody Workman brings out the caution as we will get ready for the restart. 9 laps to go. It's Lane Sanders, Carlos Truther, Mosteller, Lewis, Shamela, Davis, and Clamper. Top 7, ladies and gentlemen. Pit road, it's wide open. And we'll get ready to see the one to go here shortly. Wow. What a race it's been. Carlos Truther looking for his first win. Sanders looking for his second. Demos, Lewis, Shamela, Davis, Clamper, Thurston, Thurnquist, Herring, Lepsack, Gadonna, Richard, Rice, Schmidt, DeAngelis, McKinney, Adam Walker. How did he get that truck fixed? Wow. Unbelievable. And we will get ready to try it again. I'm so sorry about that last 0.1 second clip. It's almost like it goes static for no reason. I'm trying to fix that, at least on that audio clip, including for USA. So we will be ready on that end. Ladies and gentlemen, one to go. This time by. All right, you have 7 laps to go in the race. This is what it comes down to. Davis Lewis, Daniel Mosteller. Ready to go green. Ford, Toyota lined in, Chevy ready to get things rolling. As we get ready to try it once more, this could be the final restart of the race. Let's go green. Ready to roll. Lock and load, Ford, Toyota, row number 1. Company behind, lined in, ready to go green. Truther on the outside, 2x2. Who's gonna come out the winner in Talladega? Let's find out. Two by two, 7 laps to go from Talladega. Sanders on the bottom. Help with Mose. It's got to be centered right. He just gave that shove from behind. Shamela underneath him. Lewis on the outside. Lined in with Truther. Now Truther gets that drive off the outside lane. Seven to do it. Coming to 6. See some of them already peeking 3 wide on that outside. At some point, that third lane's going to have to get generated. Lane Sanders trying to win it at his home track. Mosteller trying to keep him at bay. 6 to go from Talladega. Gotta get something right here. Truther knows his first win is right at the fingertips. Shamela in 6. Here comes Thurston, rocketing on the outside lane. He has Herring. He has Thornquist. All gas, no brakes. Lewis out of the pocket. Davis Lewis, top of the board. Sanders is squeezing. Truther's in the middle. Time running out. Climbing the banking of 3 and 4. Thurston on the outside, Davis Lewis in tow. 2 Toyotas, 1 Ford. To the dogleg, the tri-oval. 5 more times around Talladega. Trouble, Lane Sanders. He goes around a wreck behind him. Thornquist and company involved. Caution will wave with this one. We may see overtime. This might be a quick yellow. Oh, I think most of them got it back refired. This will be a quick caution. This race is not over. We look to restart maybe with 2 to go. Wow. Uh-oh. Frank DeAngelis is not happy, I think, with Jordan Herring. Let's see what happened. And so they got spun to the outside. That was Thornquist, and that's 17. Let's see what happened with Lane Sanders. Watch it again. Boom! Truther just nailed him. And a great heads-up move by Lane Sanders to lock it down right away when he went into the slime. Well, his race isn't done yet, but this will be a quick yellow. That's what they're calling. We'll get 1 to go when they get back around to the pace car. That's down this backstretch. This race will be refired right away. So it will be Lewis, Thurston, Truther, and Mose. Got Lepsack, Shamela, Dodonna, Pravi Richard, Jordan Herring. I think they're going to score Clampert in, I believe, the 10th spot, maybe 9th, maybe 8th. They got to get back now. They're going to get the 1 to go right away. Don't miss it. They might be giving even Lane Sanders some of his spots back because of how the caution came out. Wow, how are they going to cycle it? No, he gets it to Truther. Lane Sanders angry at the 18. Wow. Yeah, they got to settle this one out. Lane does not want to get a penalty this late in the race. He will jump to the back. Crowd erupting. We get the 1 to go here. 2 laps to decide it in Dega. And they will get the lights off. So Davis Lewis, who's won at this track before, lines up with Thurston. 1 more shot. 1 more ride. Let's go green. Green, white checker. This is not overtime. It's going down in Dega. This is it. Does Davis Lewis find his 2nd win at Talladega? Does Sierra Clamper trying to get it done? DeAngelis still blinking, might get penalized for that still. We're gonna watch it right here. If it's still, we said it before, he'll get an L5 if he has not fixed that internet issue. It was 1 blink. We're watching, we're waiting to see if that 69 blink sitting out might have just been a one-time thing. And that's what we're gonna see. 2 to go from Talladega. This is it. this will end the night. If you love the racing, if you love the action, subscribe. Notifications on the USA 500 live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central this Friday. The Iceberg and I up in the booth. Jarrett Lundberg calling 500 miles of racing. Pace car, hard left on pit road. Ford, Toyota, ready to ride. This is how we end the night. 2-lap dash. Let's ride. Breakaway from the field, top 6. In tow, Daytona. Shutting the door on the outside lane. Here comes Lewis, rocketing on turn 2. Demos is on that outside lane, trying everything he can to keep everything centered. James Thurston, Daniel Mosteller, Davis Lewis, Marty Shamela. Drew Lepsack in the mix as well. Sierra Clamper to the bottom, breaking away from the main pack. Trying to make it back to the line for this race to be official. James Thurston leads them down. Salamanca, 1 to go from Talladega. All bets are off, climbing the banking of 1 and 2. Truther in tow. First win, right at the fingertips. Davis Lewis, contact, James Thurston into the wall. Wrecking in the rear. Sierra Clamper to the lead on the outside lane. She needs help. No one's gonna help her. Drew Lemsack takes it back. Here comes DeAngelis. Lane Sanders looking for a way around. DeAngelis to the outside. Sanders turned off the rear. Timos to the outside. Wrecking even more. Miles Davis, first career win at Talladega. Oh my, what a finish. And Idk was out the door. The voice crack just amplified the moment. Miles Davis somehow, some way won this race. Unbelievable. That's how it's going down. What was DeAngelis doing? That was uncalled for. And for the ones that are wondering about the voice crack, I've been calling races from in-person to sim the last 5 days. Miles Davis burns it down. We're gonna watch back on that finish. Frank DeAngelis is losing a good portion of his base with some of the things he has done recently. I cannot believe what we just saw, ladies and gentlemen. Miles Davis, first career win. Let's watch back on it. Unreal. Unbelievable. Don't go anywhere just yet. This was the last lap. He wasn't even the main herd. Let's look for the first one. And for the ones that are wondering about the voice crack, I was calling racing at the fairgrounds, the Nashville Fairground Speedway, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 1 day off Monday, came back Tuesday for NR. Demos just hooks Thurston into the 11 of Lewis. Bam, right into the outside wall. And Sierra Clamper takes the lead just for the time being and couldn't get it to stick. Lane to the outside. Frank up to block. He just dead hooks him. Why? Why do you do that? Oh my gosh, what was the point of that? He's gonna say he could just stuck with them. That's why he was probably not happy with it. But it did nothing. It makes you look like a complete jerk. What are you doing? And then Miles Davis just squeezes. Look at the hit Clamper takes on the outside wall. Man. I need to see this entire lap from his view. Last lap, this is with him. I don't get the way Frank thinks sometimes. I mean, absolutely idiotic. So unnecessary. Bad block. That was not a bad block. That was as intentional as it can get. I feel for Lane Sanders. That's just horrendous. Oh, man. Frank's been around long enough to know that's on him. He's called people out for a lot worse. Or for a lot less, should we say. He's called people out for a lot less. I gotta throw him under the bus with that one. That is just absolutely as idiotic as it can get from him. He can say whatever he wants. That was just a horrible move. Look at this. Let's watch it again. Lane Sanders going for a second win. Jumps top. Frank takes the bait. Sanders to the bottom. And just watch the wheel. Hook dead left. Bad block. Not even close. Unfathomable. Wow. If I'm Lane Sanders, I go to the USA 500, I throw him right in the catch fence on lap one. Unbelievable. Well, no, I will hope he doesn't do that because that will be a huge trauma problem. Lane Sanders, do not do that because then you get disqualified from the race. But if I'm Lane Sanders and I get an opportunity to hit Frank during that event, I'm packing him, including when the cameras aren't looking, because that's exactly what he's done before in the past. Unbelievable. Bird dropping the 2 saying, I love Frank. I'm sorry, I have to. He's done that before. But unreal. Don't do it, Lane. Do not do it, because then I have other problems. If you take other people with you, then there's suspensions and blah, blah, blah. But if you get Lane back, now if you get Frank back at some point, I would not be surprised. That was just unbelievable. Well, good news and bad news. First time winner in NR. John, aka myself, Jonathan Ramos, has just thrown Frank D'Angelis under the bus. But, you know, you got to call it how you see it. No etiquette from Frank. He's lost all the etiquette for how he races on iRacing. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Let's go interview your race winner, Miles Davis. This is the last race of the night. We'll talk to your winner, and then we'll be seeing you guys this Friday night. Hopefully Lane Sanders does not take him out at USA. Let me go ahead and rephrase it. That's just me talking way over my head. But because then there's problems, because I know knowing Lane, he will take out 3 other guys with him. It'd be a big problem. Miles Davis, first career win. You got a copy.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing, my man? First career win. Walk me through it.
Man, I should not have won that race.
It doesn't matter. You won it. I don't want to hear those words. I want to hear the fact that you won a race in NR night in America. Too many iRacers say, oh, I probably shouldn't have won this, so I didn't deserve it. No, you deserved it. You crossed the line first. You deserved it, hands down. Walk me through that finish, because clearly you're in the right place at the right time, and you're the only one of the guys up in top 7 not wrecking.
Man, that wreck on the backstretch, I just kept it pinned. I was almost last. I just kept it going. Didn't have anything to lose. Got through it. And then whatever happened coming to the tri-oval, it just opened up. I saw it, took the gap. First place.
Hey, first time win. You got it done. A wild night of race. A wild Tuesday night. This felt like Friday night without everyone was racing out there. William Schmidt that gets the membership from Eric W. Thank you so much, Eric. I'm so glad that we got a first time winner. It was a wild race from start to finish. But first you had to put yourself in position to win. How did you avoid all those wrecks?
I steered.
I steered.
It was just luck.
You steered?
By the grace of God.
Nah, there's no luck here, man. You got to put yourself in position to win. And I was looking at you getting through this pack. They started wrecking. You had to do exactly what you had to do to get out of the way. Racing's all about reflexes. You know what I mean? Quick reflexes.
Yep.
I saw you get through that one. You can't say luck on that. You know, sometimes you can get lucky, but at the same time, it wasn't luck because you're the one in control of your car all the way back to the checkered flag. I'm so proud of you going to victory lane, my man. Do you have anything to say to these guys back at home? Because I'm starting to think this isn't the last time we'll see you in victory lane.
Don't do drugs.
Oh my God. Gosh, sorry, we'll not use God's name in vain. Man, I would point this out. I am shocked on how that race went, but congratulations on it. Well deserved, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Miles Davis, ladies and gentlemen, victorious. Well, Lane Sanders, we'll be having a chat. You'll be going to the hauler at the end of this stream. Just want to point that out because we are not going to have you wrecking him on purpose in front of the field, because we have 53 of NR's best getting ready to rock and roll come this Friday night. But wow, Super Speedway stream, it lived up to the hype. It did. It lived up to the hype. You can agree or disagree. I put my stance on it. But that was unbelievable. Yes, you are held to a higher standard, without a doubt. Unreal. Fun night. Fun outing. And the best part about it, if you're looking for more, we'll see you Friday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on the IDK Player YouTube channel. We'll be releasing the trailer soon. We have to go to get the overlay started here in just a moment. We get the testing for the USA 500. The next session going up off stream will be for the USA 500, getting the testing rolling and getting things working together. But you know what? You want to see Lane Sanders go at it? Next, tune in Friday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. You want to see Frank DeAngelis go at it? Tune in Friday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. You want to see NR's best rock and roll? Tune in Friday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. You want 500 miles commercial free with myself and the Iceberg in the booth, letting it rip? Tune in, 8 Eastern, 7 Central this Friday. Do you want to see Justin Champagne in the 8, Kevin Champagne in the 5, Max Swearage in the 11, Frank Corley in the 2, Daniel Mosteller in the 9, Frank DeAngelis in the 07, the 16 of William Schmidt. Do you want to see TCB possibly win his 30 ticket event? Do you want to see the best drivers on iRacing rip top, bottom 210 into turn 1, have the time of their lives? Do you want to hear us raising the roof? Tune in, 8 Eastern, 7 Central on this YouTube channel. I'll most likely be putting the stream up for the USA 500 around, I want to say, noon Central Time, so 1 o'clock Eastern, and we'll be dropping the hammer at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. So you have 7 hours to discuss stuff with me, talk with me, see the trailer multiple times. It's going to be an absolute blast. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jonathan Ramos, the voice of NR, and I'll see you all very, very soon. This has been NR Night in America, and this is eTicket Event Week. Can't wait to see you guys this Friday for the next eTicket event. It's going down. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all very, very soon.